Good morning, MRE. I see you here. If you want to come up, I'll drop the link for you. Hi, Wisco Gal. Hi, Brown Eye. Excuse me. Hi, Muggsy. Good morning. Not my real name. Good morning. Or a pickle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I really do. Today is Black Friday. And I woke up because my smoke detector started making beeping noises. So I have to wait until the office opens so they can come in and change the batteries. Why they're changing the batteries? I don't have a ladder. I'm not climbing up there. And they changed it about a year or so ago. And I guess the batteries are dying because it's green, but it's beeping, so it's letting me know. So if the one in my room is beeping, that means the one in the hall and the one in the other bedroom is going to start beeping because they changed them all around the same time. Good morning, Aaron. Crafting with Amanda. You broke yours, Aaron. Hi, Patricia. MRE, I can drop the link for you because I definitely want to talk to you about Naomi and see what's going on there. Today is Black Friday, and I was sitting here. I was like, okay, let me see. It's Black Friday. I'm looking. I don't need shit. I want shit, but I don't need anything. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I'm starting to realize the difference. Well, I've been realizing the difference between a need and a want. And I was talking to Debbie, and she has an iBot for vacuuming. And I was like, I have never owned one of those. And I actually vacuumed the other day for the first time in about 3 weeks because I've been hurting so bad. And guess what? That didn't work out too well for me either. So I think I might just get one of those. And but I've never owned one because it's always just been me. So and there's not a whole lot of traffic that's in my house. You bought a hairpiece? Hold on, MRE. Let me get you. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I hope your Thanksgiving was nice.
My things, I'm gonna tell you, I cooked on Wednesday, and I'm telling you, I did turkey wings, cornbread dressing, homemade macaroni. I did uh, mustard greens and collard greens, and yeah, my Thanksgiving was good. So I ate early Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday. I ate again a Thursday around maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then I basically slept all day. And because turkey really puts me out, but it was good. And then yesterday was my son's birthday. So I got to talk
Oh,
to him and laugh with him. So I say every 5 years, but it's every sixth year. His birthday falls on Thanksgiving. He was born the day after Thanksgiving.
all right. Interesting. How do you mind me asking how old?
How old is he?
Yes.
He's 37.
Oh, God bless him. That's awesome. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, hi Just Doom. He's the one that comes on panel with me a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
that's Nathan. Hi, Bubba's mom. He comes on panel with me, but yesterday was his birthday, and I was talking to him. I forgot his in-laws were flying in to London for Thanksgiving, and
London. Wow.
he's in London, and he told me he made a collard gumbo, and he was telling me how he made it. I said, "Oh my God, that sounds delicious." So his in-laws are from Dallas, where they live in Dallas, and they flew to London for Thanksgiving to spend with their daughter and him and the kids. So they had a really good day yesterday.
Oh, well, do you mind me? Was he in the army and he met someone in
He
his
is
old
an
age?
E7 in the Air Force.
Oh, wow. God bless. Raised a
Yeah,
nice
what is
young
it?
man,
Senior
God.
Master Sergeant? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and thank you for his service, for his
Yeah.
country.
Well, MRE, I thought you knew that he is an E7. My other son retired as an officer from the Army, and my oldest son is a special agent.
Really? That's
ETP.
awesome.
Yep. So, but all three of them have served. I've had two. Air Force and one Army, and the fights that would break out. Not fights, the arguments, but who do
Yeah,
the most
the
work.
rivalry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hi,
proud
Jess
mama.
Riley.
Proud
Huh?
mama right there. You must be proud of that, though.
Yes, I am. But that's where he's at. He was in Italy for 3 years. Then he went to Korea for a year, and now he's in London. My grandson is in the Air Force. He's in Guam right now. He'll be
Oh,
gone for
wow.
6 months. Yeah. So
That's where
yes.
they have the Doberman Monument in Guam. There's a monument to Dobermans that fought
Yeah,
in World
I
War
heard
II.
you say that, and I sent him a message the other day. And when he calls me, I'm going to ask him to go and take some pictures for me if it's where he's at. But he has a tour of Guam right now, for 6 months. But he's stationed in Alaska.
Oh, wow. So, wow, that's pretty interesting, though. See, a lot of people think, you jump in the service, you get to see a lot of the world, right? Especially,
Yes.
like,
Well, they have. It depends on what field you're in. So they're not in infantry and anything like that. Um, my middle son was in medical. My oldest was he was an MP,
oh,
and then he took that and he parlayed that to where he's at now, which is a special agent. And my youngest is he sets all the training and requirements and everything else.
imagine that all three of the boys went into that. That's amazing. That's pretty cool. I have a lot of family members that are in the service. I got three. I got well, two of my nephews. My niece's husbands are retired. Right, they were in Iraq and stuff. And I have a little cousin right now who's overseas. I don't know where he's stationed, but it's my
Mhm.
first cousin's kid. I don't know where he's stationed, but he's stationed somewhere over there. And my father and my uncles were in the war and stuff.
Yeah, well, all three of them were overseas at the same time during the Iraqi war. But they were at different. One was in Iraq, one's in Kuwait, and the other one was in oh well, it was two were in Iraq at two different bases, and one was in Kuwait.
Now, was it the first Operation Iraqi Freedom, or was
No,
it?
it was after 9/11.
Oh, okay, all right, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Well, that's what they called it, but yeah, okay, they were over
I
there.
didn't know what they called it, but yes. Um
Yeah, I had a good Thanksgiving. I went. Oh, I stopped at a few places on Thanksgiving. So I went to my
mhm.
mother's. My mom. It was just me, my mother, my niece, and my stepfather. My brother's up in Maine. He's been working up there. So, and then after that, I went by and seen my sister's kids, my older nieces that are like my age. I went and seen them and their kids. So I dropped by a few places. And you're right, turkey does make you tired.
Yep,
I
I
know.
love Maine. I'm serious. I love Maine. I love Boston. I love Connecticut. I love Massachusetts. Uh, all of that is beautiful, especially during the fall.
Yes,
Gorgeous,
New England
gorgeous.
in the fall is beautiful. Like, well, leaves, the leaf turning. What's up, Sophie?
Yeah,
The
but that's what
leaves
I have here.
turning.
That's what I have here. In Virginia and spoke. So in Texas, we don't have four seasons. Period. Louisiana, we don't have four
Hold
seasons.
on 1 second. Let me clear off my mom's calling. Hold
Okay,
on.
no problem. Hi, Sophie. Sophie,
Hello?
you need to watch Lori if you didn't watch her yesterday. You really need to watch her if you didn't watch her yesterday. But we're going to talk about um what's her name? Lisa. Yesterday it was ridiculous. 7 times.
I love you, Mom. Bye. So sorry.
Yes. Oh, I love places with snow. I really do.
Yeah.
So tell me about Naomi and what's going on there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shit show, Heidi. Oh, my God. Now, my friend Henry was just up here for a wedding about 2 months ago. He came up for a wedding and he stayed with me and stuff. And we were talking. He's like, man, I don't know what the hell's going on. He's like, I ask my cousins what's going on. Is anybody, because he lives down south, right? He's not up here. And they
Yes.
give him like, oh, we don't want to talk about that. No one knows. That's in the past. We want to let it go. And he's like, something's fishy, man. Somebody killed my little cousin. He's like, I know it. He's like, I know it in my heart. But yeah, he's like, what can I really do? Like, I'm down south. What can I do? I don't want to lose my family, right? He doesn't want
Hmm.
them all hating them because it's not just the like the mom and dad thing. It's like cousins and stuff, and they were all telling him to mind his business and stuff. And it just really irks me because here's a little kid that there's
She's
no way
autistic. She
autistic child, four
got
years
out the
old.
house, walked all that way. They found her in the water deceased.
Yes.
We know full well that time of night, no shoes on, an autistic. How old was she? 4 years old.
4 years old.
Got out the house. No one knew she was out the house, and they found her in a pond.
Yes,
Uh,
Swan Pond and Roger Williams Park
yeah,
the next
how
day.
far was that from the house? No one saw this kid walking down the street. It was what, 11:30? eleven
Yes.
thirty. They're estimating.
Yes, maybe around 11, 10:30, 11,
Okay.
11:30, all around that. How doesn't nobody see a little kid walking? And they says, "Oh, she always loved that pond. She probably went there and remembered the way." Bullshit. That's far. All right, how far is it away?
Yes. How
Maybe a
far?
quarter of a mile. Too far for a little kid. Too far for a 4-year-old to remember how to get there. No way.
With
Somebody,
no
maybe
shoes,
somebody.
no nothing, and got out the home.
Yes, and number one, come on, as a mother, as you know, right? I'm not a
Mhm.
mom, but I do. I always babysit nephews and nieces and my
You keep an
godson.
eye on your kids,
It-
especially if they're autistic and they're 4 years old.
yeah, my eyes are always on my godsons. When I had
Hmm.
them on the weekends when they were little, now they're 14, 13. They don't want to sleep over Uncle Nick's no more. But when they were little, my eyes were always on them. They weren't out of my sight for a second because I'm taking care of somebody's kid. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
my eyes were always on them. So I can't imagine. How didn't you know this baby was gone? You know what I think? I don't know. I think maybe either
I
a
think somebody harmed
boyfriend.
that child inside that home, and I told you that when you first
Yes.
told me about it. And I hate to think like that, but looking at, and I remember I pulled up the map when you first told me about where they lived at and where she was found, and I played the news clip. There is no way. Well, I'm not gonna say no way because it's a possibility, but a slight
Slight.
possibility that
Yeah.
she did. But this little boy got out the house the other day. Uh, he was 2 years old, and this woman found him. This is, I think it was Chicago, walking down the street with just a pamper on. It's cold as hell. Was it Chicago, Detroit? The child had been sitting in her car for over an hour. She called the police. They came. Then the mother gets upset, comes downstairs trying to spit at the woman, and the
Wow.
woman decked her. But CPS never took the child out the home.
And that was the problem too. Is CPS was always in their lives, right? What
Hmm.
what what you said the same thing was my friend said. He goes, I think somebody killed her, maybe a guy she was dating. You know, he didn't want to really say it, but I could tell he had maybe a cousin or something, like, but he didn't really want to say that, but I could tell in his face what he thought, right? He knows
Hmm.
there's foul play. I just really hope that there's some investigators or these detectives looked into it or look into it or
I
something. Like
think
I
they
just
might be. They just not saying anything because they're trying to figure out how that child got out of that house. Because that little boy, they lived on the second floor. It's like this building that has a door, and then you go in, and there's apartment, with different apartments in there. So he had to get out of his apartment upstairs, come downstairs to the main door, open that door, and leave. And she said she was sleeping. Somebody could have kidnapped a beautiful little boy,
what a shame.
gorgeous, could have kidnapped that little boy. That lady said cars were just flying. He almost walked in front of her car. Cars
Wow.
were going up and down. No one stopped, but she did.
Imagine that. Like if I was driving down the street and I seen some little kid and I clearly know there's nobody with them, right? You know the
Mhm.
little kids. You're stopping and calling the police and staying there waiting with the kid till the
And
cop.
that's what she did.
Good woman.
That's what she did. She put her heater on blast because it was cold outside, and she was out there for over an hour with
Wow.
that kid, and the mother never came. How do you not know your kid is missing?
Yes, exactly. How don't you
She
know?
came out when she heard the police sirens, when she heard the police coming down the street, and then she, give me my baby, give me my baby. She said, lady, I've been here with your son for over an hour.
Wow. That kid could have been kidnapped, trafficked, hit by a
Yep,
car,
she didn't
everything.
know. She was showing the street. Cars are going up and down, cars turning. You don't see anybody outside. She's got her camera going up and down. She goes, and people, there is no one out here with this kid. She could have drove off, but she said she was with him for 20 minutes before she went live, trying
Wow.
to see if he can talk. And then she called the police, and the police came. The mother was getting outrageous, and then they had to get a female officer there. When she spit at her,
Wow.
and she
You would think
and
she'd be
she decked
grateful.
her. She decked her. The woman that found her son decked her.
Well, you would think the mom would be grateful, right? You found my
Yep.
son. Thank
But that's what
you.
that's what the woman said. She said, instead of you coming out and saying, "Oh my God, thank you," she came to her car, "Give me my child." She goes, "Lady, I've been waiting here. You just coming out. Why are you coming out now? Because you heard sirens." She told me she was sleeping and all. How are you sleeping with a child 2 years old and the doors are not locked?
Yeah, the door should be locked. There should be a lock where that kid can't, because little kids are crafty, right? Like
Mhm.
little kids are crafty. Don't underestimate little kid. They can pull some stuff off. But as a parent, how don't you put a lock or know that like the kid can't get out? Child-proof things at least. And that's the problem with the Naomi thing is it just all smells so bad. So I've been always hoping that like one day I see on the news that they find something or broke
You
something.
know they're investigating that case, right? They
Thank
may
God.
not be saying anything. I'm sure they're investigators. Providence don't have little kids that just go drowning. They
No.
have other stuff that goes on in Providence, Rhode Island, but not that. So if they're not investigating, I'm going to be shocked. And the fact that there was "Good morning, my flower power," the fact that they've had so many CPS calls to that home, which at first you didn't think they did, but they did have CPS calls.
Yes. Yep. Many to the house over years. They had that's what it said
Yep.
on the news. They had a lot of I guess the mom had a lot of beefs. But what troubled my friend is like how his family shut him down and like didn't want to talk about it and stuff.
Because
Like
they're
he
covering up something, or maybe it's just too difficult to discuss. But no,
maybe
I
a
would
little bit
want
of both.
answers. No, I would want answers.
Oh yeah, like come on, a little kid with her whole life ahead of like maybe because the kid was autistic. What were they sick of taking care of her and just threw
Well,
her in
that
the
has happened,
pond?
MRE.
I
Um,
know.
that just happened in New Orleans to one of my sister's friends. Her son was and she got tired of taking care of him. And he told my sister a week before he died that he thinks his mom was trying to kill him.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy cases all over the United States where you'll have a mother or father kill their kids and do look at Diane Downs for Christ's sakes. You remember her?
Yes, I remember
That
Diane.
psycho, that woman who said she was pulled over and some guy tried to who shot her kids and all this and she fought him
Hmm.
away and got away and she was the most cruelest, sadistic, coldest human being I've seen. Uh like one of them that I've seen. Like, oh my God. I don't know what makes those people think like, all right, I want a new boyfriend or a girlfriend, so let me kill my children. Like, how
No,
evil is that?
it's just sad. And like one of the guys that's in Bambi's chat, Caden, his ex, his boyfriend, actually abused his child really bad, and he's in jail right now. But this child is going to suffer seizures for the rest of his life from that.
Really? Oh, that's
Yes,
terrible.
yes. So whenever I see Caden, first thing I always ask him, "How is your son doing? How
Yeah,
is your son
I
doing?"
don't know, Caden, but prayers to his child for sure.
Yep, he got that call, and you know what? I knew that they were questioning her as well, but the boyfriend himself, he got arrested because he caused those injuries to that child.
There's so many
This is
cases,
a child.
you know.
You can't trust people around you. You don't. You know what? I keep saying stranger danger, but it's not just stranger danger. It's
Yeah,
people you know that lives
trouble.
inside of your household.
Yeah. So you got to watch who you surround yourself with. Like you can't have just new people come around or even people you know. You got to be careful and know who you're dealing with because these people do like hit these kids. I've seen so many cases where a guy dates a girl and he doesn't like her son or daughter and he ends up hitting them and they end up dying and stuff. It's like who does that? Who beats a kid like that?
Or a mother that kills her children because her boyfriend doesn't want any kids or a ready-made family. Susan Smith. Uh,
Susan Smith. There's
yeah,
so many of them too. That, like, there's a lot of Susan Smiths out there.
a lot of them now. A lot of them. This one woman put her two kids in the oven.
Jesus.
Um, in Ohio, she put them in an oven. and then called the ex and told him that she found them deceased, but she had bludgeoned them and put them in an oven. Both kids, not just one. Hi, Down Neck Newark. Good morning, sweetie. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. These mothers, you got people out here that want kids, can't have kids, having a
I,
hard time adopting kids. And then you have women that are keying their children. There was just one in Florida where she worked for the CPS systems, adopted a child, what is it, 14 or 15 years old, and killed her.
wow. So, like, you adopt a kid. What's up, Dominic? You adopt a kid. Like,
Mhm.
why even adopt a kid if you don't want one, right? What
Yep.
the
The
hell?
child, uh, the child was emaciated. Well, what was it?
Ah,
Emaciated. She had on diapers, and she had four other kids there. She drove them to school, then came back and called the police. She had the child chained up in the garage where she got a camera and she can watch her. It's just sad.
it's like a prison. Yeah,
Yep.
like, ever hear of the YouTube mom?
I
Just some
cover
blonde,
her.
woman,
Yep,
blonde
the eight.
lady.
Yep, the eight. Yep. Hildebrand. Yep, I covered them.
She was
Yep, with those
crazy.
kids and they escaped out the window and shit. That child. Yep, covered
That,
them.
that kid was emaciated when he went to the neighbor's
Yep,
house. Remember that man started crying?
yep. Bruises all over him. Yes,
How do
his
you
wrist.
do
You can see
that?
he had been taped up. Yep, I covered them, and
And
they're
then they
just where they
play this.
belong right now. There's a lot of cults like that.
Yes,
Well, not.
they play
I'm not gonna say
religion.
cults,
That
but yeah.
woman used religion, I believe. She
Yep.
used religion and all that stuff. Like, imagine using religion to abuse your children and not feed them. Who does that? Like, even if you get punished, you get some food, right? Like, your family, like, all right, go to eat and go to your room, right? Like,
You
take your
do.
food to your room, whatever.
Yep.
Who the hell is not going to feed their child?
I'm telling you, when I moved to Houston, well, I didn't even move. I was there visiting from Virginia Beach, and I hadn't been home in years. And I wasn't planning on staying. And then something in me said, "Well, yeah, you need to stay for a while. You need to be, hang out with your family and stuff." So I decided, okay, I'm going to stay. And I was basically on my savings. Before I did anything for myself, I made sure that my child had everything he needed. That included lunch money, anything else, clothes. That's the way I think. That's the way I think. Some people don't do that. They want to
Well,
go get
you're a
their
normal
nails done.
mom. You're a
Yeah,
normal mother. Ruby Frankie's not, and that's the name,
nope.
Michelle. Yes, Ruby Frankie is a psychopath, a very mean, psychopathic scumbag who uses religion and, like, sweet talk. I love the
Yep.
world. It's like,
Yep.
no,
And then her little chickens, she did all these apologies in court. And then, as an afterthought, she apologized to her little chickens, which is what she called her children. But again, the father to me should have been charged with something as well. Even though
oh
they
yeah.
were separated at the time, he knew what was going on before he was kicked out of that home.
Yeah, he's a cuck and a loser for not sticking up for
Yep.
his children. I just got
Exactly.
a call. I got somebody at my door. I got to take off, Heidi.
Go ahead,
Thank
MRE.
you
Have
for
a
having
great
me on.
day.
I'll jump on in the future. We'll chat more. If I learn anything new or anything like that, we'll
Just
get
let me
lost.
know, sweetie.
And God bless you and your family. And thank
You
you so much for
too.
this
You
service. God
too.
bless
Tell
everyone in the
mommy
chat.
I said hi.
I will. God bless.
Okay, bye-bye. So we have, oh, let me get MRE out. I don't know if he knows how to, oh, he dropped. Okay, so we have Black Friday today. How many people are going to go shopping? We've got Black Friday today. I was looking to see. They have some good things at Costco. Macy's has a good one. Hi, Parasite Slayer. Good morning, Parasite Slayer. Nice to see you. Jonathan, good morning. But they have some pretty good sales on. And me, I don't do any Christmas shopping anymore. I really don't. I send cash apps. Look, I don't, unless I'm there, I don't do Christmas shopping. I did that when Kayla was here. I went Christmas shopping for her. She's got brand new skates there. If anybody's child wears a size 8.5 in roller skates, okay, they're brand new. They're still here. I used to love to go Black Friday shopping with my mom. We would leave the house around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and because I got to get out and get back in. and we would catch some of the early bird specials and everything. It used to be my thing with Nathan. We would go Black Friday shopping. And then my mom wanted to come. So it became, got to get up, got to go pick her up. Then we got to go. And then it got to be a point where we were there till like 1 o'clock. And I'm like, me and Nate would go in 5 o'clock. By 10:30, we're out. We're back heading to the house. Not with my mom. She's got to stop in every single store. Every single store at the mall. She's got to go into. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it's a huge mall. And I'm just like, okay, all right, all right. And then Nate was like, how much longer are we gonna be here? I'm like, until your grandmother gets tired. And he was like, man, Nate gets his stuff, he ready to go. He's ready to go. It's like me. I know what I'm going for. But I don't do a lot of Black Friday shopping anymore. Oh, you're online shopping today? Add some stuff to me for Michelle to the list, please. Add some stuff to the list for me. But there's a lot of good sales going on. I know Debbie was going to get her card stuff done this morning, and then she was going to go do some shopping. And I'm like, Debbie, what the hell do you need? And she just like, she starts laughing. She goes, nothing, but it's just fun. I'm like, okay. Cyber Monday, even are terrible anymore. Even but I noticed the last couple of years better than the Black Friday for certain items. Those $200 double-breasted TVs don't exist anymore. No, they don't. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, my daddy. Good morning, Daddy's disappointment. And DJ, I wasn't calling you Daddy. I was calling Daddy's disappointment Daddy. Okay, don't have people thinking I'm calling you Daddy. Because hi, Ghostface. So I'm looking. I don't want to miss anybody. I said hi to Bubba's mama. So let's talk about this crackhead. Let me grab her. And yes, I said crackhead. Okay. I want you to see. Now, she went live on Wednesday night. She said, her words were, I will not come live at all on Thanksgiving because isn't that interesting? Wait a minute. What is Debbie sending me? Hold on. She just sent me something. I told her I wasn't sure. Walmart, world's biggest retailer, rolls back diversity policy, ends racial equity center created after what? Okay. All right, Debbie. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Hi, T Love. Good morning. So we're going to talk about the crackhead. Okay. I'm going to show you this woman who lies through her teeth. Nobody. And these people steady send her money. She was live yesterday 6+ times. The last live, now she was telling people all day long that, the night before she didn't have a cash app. She couldn't make a cash app. And she had no way to get any money. She went live telling people that she needed a turkey for her dad. They didn't have any turkey. Now, the day before, she said her dad and them had turkey and they were cooking turkey. And her dad said the only thing he needed was broth and he was going to figure it out. She went live yesterday telling people that her dad needed broth. Then he needed a turkey. 11:30 in the afternoon. Oh. 11:30 in the afternoon. Okay. Let's see. This is Lisa. She started here, but she went live before then. She went live around 4. Then she went live around 5:30. She's at 8:30, 11:30, 6:35, 8:25. So this is the one right here that I really want.
Oh, no, 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 no.
This is from Mickey Mouse.
Never just texted that. No, or I wouldn't be on here right now. I promise I wouldn't. I wouldn't. That's the Cash App. Lonely for me too. In the Venmos in the bio. Don't tell me what to do. I need to get smokes and I need to get something to eat. I need a whole bunch of stuff, man.
No.
What do you mean now, ma'am? I haven't got anything. I know it's Thanksgiving.
I want you to
I
hear
shouldn't have to
this.
be on
She
here
hasn't gotten
1,000
anything. She was on
Doesn't
4
matter. It
different
doesn't.
pages.
It doesn't. And these people in here, honestly.
She went on 4 different pages yesterday. 4 different pages, crying about needing broth, cigarettes, and then a turkey at 11:30.
PayPal and Venmo are in the bio.
None of these are her payment apps, okay?
I think Venmo's Lonely Lisa with the number 2 on the sticker is I'm sorry, 19. 19 is what I need to get smokes and stuff. If anybody can please help.
Is everybody?
Because I am tired of coming out here in the cold to do this shit. I just want to.
She's tired of coming in the cold to do this shit. Like, we are supposed to give her money. She's entitled. She says, I need. Everything is what she needs. She's entitled. That's what she is. She's entitled to your money that you work for. And if you don't give it to her, you're a bitch, you're a CUNT, you're everything in the world.
Get my smokes and go lay down and eat. I'm sick of these people.
We're sick of these people.
Ain't no such thing as fucking friends, bro.
No such thing as friends, because you're not giving her money. And it's fake tears. It's white tears.
Now I'm down to needing 16.
Okay, 16.
61.
Look at her.
Lisa Lonely. Number 2 is Venmo. You're done. You're fucking done. And I go quick.
She's a crackhead.
I'm so dead ass, dude.
TikTok.
Fucking 5th time
Her name
on
is
here.
Lisa Richard.
No. Lisa Richard 41 is also Cash App. Cash App's on the sticker.
So this was her.
Lisa Lonely
now,
too.
Remember, she kept saying she didn't have any, but all day she kept getting like $16, $17, right? Here is the last one that she did. Now, let me just tell you. She told everybody it was her Cash App. This is the second time, so accordingly, that you need coffee. I need to get a refill. If you can't, thank you. If you can't support your bad habit, then quit smoking. Not just her, but she smokes crack. Matter of fact, let me give you a good look at Lisa. Let me give you one in the daytime. This is her in the daytime.
And like I said, if you want to put your TikTok handle in there.
Now, for those who don't know, Lisa's ex, not her husband, her ex-boyfriend died of an overdose. Okay? He died of an overdose. They were used together. Died of an overdose. She's got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. Her youngest son was taken away from her in May. She lost her son. Her other son developed a drug addiction. He went through rehab, who's now living with his little brother and he went to live with his dad's parents before the youngest child. CPS took the youngest child. She blamed it on TikTok because they took her child. So she has this IP that she needs to do. 16 months in order to get him back. She hasn't done any of it. Okay? So she lost her home. She got a 302, which means she was held for her mental state. When Officer 187 went into her home, when she called animal control, she said you might want to use a hazmat suit because there were things in there she hadn't seen before. She had roaches all over. She had lice in her hair. You can see them crawling. She had flies flying around, buzzing around her head. Buzz, buzz, and then she kept calling one Mr. Buzzy, okay? She hadn't paid her rent in 2 years, hadn't paid her electric bill in 2 years. Everything went for crack, okay? Nick Romano was begging for money to get car out of impound from being, oh shit. Okay.
It'd be
So
much
this is Mr.
appreciated
Richard.
if you can help.
She looks like Skeletor.
No, that isn't. I
She's got
saw the.
scabies.
Yeah, I definitely
She
gonna need
hardly
help.
takes a shower.
Definitely gonna need help. I'm blocking as quick as I can.
So she's
I'm
telling these
getting them. I'm
people
getting them. I'm getting them.
she needs broth.
Sir,
That's her in a day. This
I
was
can't.
320.
I'm doing something. Sorry.
320
Out you go. Out you
Thanksgiving.
go. Bio.
And
I
she's
put it in
blocking
the
people
bio.
because she's
Am
not
I
getting
sad?
money.
Yes, I'm very sad
Now, she
actually.
kept telling everybody
So,
this cash app
yeah.
right there was hers.
Ma'am,
Well,
if
you go to the cash app, it comes up with the lady named Stacy Hartman, okay? But she kept saying it was a name she made up. This is her last night.
Oh, it's always me that this happens.
Mr. Buzzy, which she called the fly. It was everywhere. He lived in filth.
Same shit with her. Get on and come back.
Every cent on flight.
Anybody who sent last live, that Stacy lady kept everything.
But remember, she didn't get anything. The money was coming in. The beginning of the week, somebody named Abby took $160 because she was using their Cash App, but Abby refunded these people their money on Cash App. This is her last night.
All of it, every bit of it. So, if you guys want to put, I can, yeah, on.
The comments are not nice. They call
On fucking takes. I'm glad it's better than TV. I'm so glad for
they
you.
told her this is better than TV. Oh my God. They telling her to get a job. They told her good for her. The lady kept the money.
Yeah, I deserve not eating on Thanksgiving and not having no cigarettes. I deserve.
She's lying. On Discord the night before, her dad had turkey and everything. The family was coming over. She goes on Discord and she acts all nice. And then she comes on TikTok and she lies. She lies.
Deserve all of it. You're right.
Oh, she has bed bugs too. Well, she had them at the other house.
Like literally not even a
So when
dollar.
she got evicted, her daddy told her don't bring none of that shit to his home. She had bugs. She had maggots. She couldn't bring anything into her daddy's house. Nothing. He wanted nothing out of that apartment to bring to his house.
She gave me, like, that pig gave everybody the idea, I guess, to fucking
Now she's calling
rob me
Abby
blind.
the old
So,
guy, the kid.
well,
She needs a fix. Good morning, Snuggle. Hi, Lisa.
thank you.
Hi, Brown Eye Girl.
That Stacy, what the hell was her last name or whatever?
Hartman, you
Not
dumb
good,
bitch.
not good.
You said
It
you
was
made it the account.
$100.
She said that she made up the account. I'm going to become a crackhead and I'm going to go on TikTok. Even though I'm not going to be a crackhead, I'm going on TikTok. And
Dude, I haven't
crying
made
and begging for money.
$100 in fucking
You
3
guys,
months.
I don't have any
She's
food.
might even be just
I don't
messing
have
with me. I
anything
don't
to
know,
eat.
but that's what she said.
I need you guys to supply me with
She
all of
could
my
be
needs.
lying.
Hi, Black Skies. Good morning.
It's upsetting. I was just trying to get something to eat and some smokes. Like that's fucking it, bro. Like, I'm not lying though.
She is lying. She ate. Her sisters came up and said that that their family, her dad cooked. They ate. She needs a fix. She has DDs, drug dealers, coming into her parents' neighborhood to drop her stuff off, and they won't come out for anything less than $75. She has like a $300 a day habit that they're funding. And these people know what she's using that money for. They want her to OD. They're enabling her. It's not funny. These people know she's lying and they're still sending money. But every day there's new people that's joining TikTok. These older ladies don't understand, but people in the chat are warning them. She's using this for drugs. Don't send her money. Don't send her money. And they still send.
Like, I'm really not. It's ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous, bro.
It is ridiculous, Lisa.
I don't have any fucking way to fucking... I didn't say it was your problem. I'm talking to the people that tried to help and let them know that she has their money. And I still don't have shit.
The fake stuttering. Her nails are so black from the soot, from the crack pipe. Her underneath her nails, her fingers, they're black from the crack pipe.
So there.
Hi, Squiggle.
How do I do this? How do I do this? Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Look, I'll show you. Look.
Show you this.
Look.
But she said the cash.
Hold on, let me see what one. Hold on.
So she got $108.
Hold on. Look, that's my one card. I said, yes, this was it. And then she said she's keeping it for something, treating her like shit or something, just making shit up, bro.
No, you treat
and then
like
here's on my regular phone.
She's
look,
a crackhead.
She's like messing around.
Who's gonna hire her?
She says, this is after the live. Look, here it is. Look, she says, are you on? Yes, okay, 5. The 5 failed. I said, so no 5. Then here we go. I said, PayPal. Somebody sent 60. I said, 60, get it on Cash App, please. Oh my God, you blocked me. She said, hey, it's 108, sorry. Which, like I said, I don't even believe that to begin with. I don't know what that one was.
She needs her fix.
I thought I screenshotted it. The green ones are me trying to, like, talk to her. I said, oh, here's her. Like, she didn't block me. I'm going to bed soon. I was like, talk to her. I said, oh, here's her. Like, she didn't block me. I'm going to bed soon. I was like,
it's your problem. Such fabricated stories, and they're laughing at her.
Send 70.
You got played at your own game. But this is Lisa Richard. And then she gets upset and she tells people to fuck you, this, that, and the other.
Oh, okay, it's made up. Whatever, ma'am. Yeah, right, nobody cares. Man, fuck all of you. Every single one of you.
This woman was on live on Thanksgiving after saying she wasn't going to come live. I'm not doing it. On live. She needs a turkey.
Okay.
She needs broth.
It's fucking raining, y'all.
He's not cooking. He's in the rain.
Happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, hopefully blessing.
That's Skeletor. That's Skeletor.
I get some stuff.
Just get some stuff.
Yeah, that stupid ID thing still there. No, it's not about the ID, y'all. I gotta find out where that is. When I come in, it says, need help with everything. I gotta figure out where that is. I'm sorry. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I need smokes and I need to get a couple things at the store for my dad, like little shit.
So now she's adding her dad.
On a bus.
Yesterday, people started calling her sister about her lies and dragging her dad and everybody into this mess. Her kids want nothing to do with her. Her 2 older daughters went on Discord making fun of their mother. Yes, I did cook, Daddy. I did cook. I did turkey wings, cornbread dressing. I did homemade mac and cheese, mustard and collard greens, and what else did I do? I think that's it. I did. I cooked. Wait a minute. Did I see the clip of what? Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Did you see the clip where her dad said he picked up? Yes, I saw it. And she said, no, that's not what he said. He said he picked up glass. No, he said he picked up her glasses. They didn't need food. Squizzle, she's lying. She's lying. Good morning, Marcia. She's lying. Black Hat Music, good morning. And I know you had a great Thanksgiving because you had family and I know you were cooking. I don't do cranberry. I only do cranberry juice and vodka and just a splash. I don't like cranberry. I don't. And then she needed broth. She needed broth. You can make, when you cook your turkey, you grab that stuff and you make your own broth. Okay. I add cream of mushroom, some onions, and I make my own broth. Yeah, she's a liar. Thank you, Black Hat. Thank you. Thank you so much. But then there was a fire. Oh my God, there was a fire in Los Angeles yesterday. But oh, wait a minute. There was a fire in Los Angeles yesterday at the Rothschild Mansion in Beverly Hills. Hold on a second. Let me show you. This was on Thanksgiving Day. And you know, normally around Christmas time, you have the most fires and around the holidays, which is sad.
Here in the Hollywood Hills, and tonight we're learning about the man with a very famous last name who lived and died there. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live in the Hollywood Hills with the breaking new details tonight. Jory.
Mark, firefighters had a difficult time accessing this home because it's set so far back off the road, and it's at the top of a very steep hill with a very thin stairwell leading up there. Once they did access the home, they made the tragic discovery inside, and it turns out the man who lived there might have been a billionaire. Hollywood Hills neighbors did everything they could to put out this raging fire that broke out in a home on Lookout Mountain Avenue.
I was going up the stairs, and right as I approached the top of the stairs, the flames burst out of the house.
Firefighters knocked down the flames in about 20 minutes, but found the home's elderly occupant dead inside. Neighbors identifying him as Will Rothschild of the Rothschild family.
We're getting a new roof put on tomorrow, and so I wanted to, I told my wife to email him to make sure it's okay that we use part of his driveway. And he never responded, and I said, well, that's so unlike him.
Rothschild is described by neighbors as an eccentric millionaire or even billionaire with multiple properties and dozens of some of the most expensive cars on earth. But on a street lined with multi-million-dollar homes and mansions occupied by celebrities and the powerful, Rothschild was said to have lived as a bit of a recluse in a small, old, rickety home in conditions described as that of a hoarder, something the fire department seemed to tactfully confirm tonight.
Given the fire damage, it's kind of hard to determine how much of that was prior to the fire and how much of it is the building itself that has been demolished by the fire.
And while some neighbors had never even seen him and assumed the house was vacant, those that did know him are saddened by the loss.
It is very sad. He was a good guy, good neighbor.
This is very tough for those that knew him. Arson investigators were on scene, but the fire department tells me that is typical for any fire in which someone loses their life. Once they cleared their investigation, the coroner came to remove the body. We are now awaiting a cause of death to see whether he had passed before the fire or he perished within the fire. Now we await to see what kind of treasures may have been inside of this. We've already gotten a peek at some of the cars on the property.
So you're waiting to see what kind of treasures was in a home where a man lost his life and that house burned. But you're waiting to see the treasures that were in the home. My. I never think about shit like that when somebody's house catch on fire to see what they had in there. Really?
There are high-end vintage cars, including one that a neighbor says once belonged to Michael Jordan. We're live in the Hollywood Hills tonight. Jory Rand, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yes. I'm just like, are we fucking kidding me? So it's an old house. They said it was, let me stop this. Said that it was an older home and he lived like a hoarder. So who knows? He could have been in there smoking. Oh, he's the father of Nate Rothschild. Oh. I mean, he could have been smoking, cooking something. I don't know, trying to light a fire. Who knows? But the home, they said, was like a hoarder. And he was eccentric. So that tells me right there that he could have been doing something, trying to stay warm. Who knows if he had heat, whatever, and fire broke out. But he's waiting to see the treasures that were inside the home. His priorities are truly, 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 truly fucked. But I want to tell you about this cop. The footage, they released the footage of the police that killed the woman and the child. They released that, and they released that yesterday, but I didn't come live, and I didn't. I was actually watching TikTok. I was watching Netflix, and today is Elf Day. Elf will be on all day with Will Ferrell. I don't know why I like that dumbass movie, but I do. And it's funny as hell. So I'm going to prop myself up on my sofa. Next week, I'm traveling. So I'm trying to Laurel Canyon, the homes are smaller because they are built basically on a cliff. I've gone through Laurel Canyon before. Oh my God. So let's look at this real.
Of the body camera video on the day a
up,
mother and baby
link
were
for you.
killed by police.
And we do need to warn you, much of this video is very disturbing. KMBC 9's Chris Ketz is here now to explain.
Yeah, it sure is. Independence Police have just released part of the video, and we should tell you that officers were not made available for any follow-up questions from our reporters. And
hold on.
One more time, this video is tough to watch.
I got to put my, hold on.
Are you involved in this?
It was Thursday, November 7th, 1:54 in the afternoon. Independence Police say 2 officers responded to the Oval Springs Apartments on a domestic violence call.
I called my son and asked him if it's okay for me to come up here to see my granddaughter.
After speaking with the baby's grandmother, police determined a domestic assault had occurred. Officers knocked on the front door of the apartment with the Oval Springs apartment manager, who led officers inside.
So can we come and talk about what's going on?
Police say an officer found the mother holding an infant in a bedroom closet.
What's your name? Can you come out here, please?
Officers spoke to her for more than 11 minutes while she was holding the child.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Police say officers tried multiple times to convince her to let the baby go.
Can we put the baby down, come in here and talk and figure out what's going on?
They say she walked past the officers and sat on a bed next to a nightstand which concealed a large knife. Officers asked her to stay where she was.
Go. Whoa!
Look at
She
this
took
shit.
out the large kitchen knife.
You see that, right? She's holding this baby. That's a bare-ass bedroom. What the hell? Is the mattress or the box spring on the floor? Oh,
And charged at the officers while holding the child. And that's when an officer opened fire, hitting and killing the mother and the baby.
Again, Independence Police released an edited video with no opportunity for questions. We were only able to show you just the video that police gave us. The officers involved are on administrative leave as a matter of procedure only as this investigation continues.
now,
Kelly.
there is a full video out there, and I said trigger warning. I thought I had it up there. Yeah, I have it there. It's really bad. You can hear the gunshots and everything, and I thought that was the one that I had, but it's not. The fact that you open fire and she's holding a baby. Why not shoot her in the shoulder? Shit, hit her in the neck so she can drop the baby. I'm sorry, I'm just giving them ideas. But this woman had a baby. There's an innocent man, well, not innocent, there's a man sitting at the foot of the bed, on the box spring, whatever the hell it is. And you open fire on a woman. This happened at the beginning of November, but they actually released that body cam. And I'm like, wait a minute. She's holding a baby. Now, the sister did an interview, and the full body cam is out there. So if you guys want to go watch it, go, feel free. I'm not going to play that because there's a baby there. And I'm not doing that. But she grabbed the knife, so that was true. She did pick up the knife and go after the officer. But I still feel that there was something that could have been done differently. And then we have the honor killing okay, when they were arrested on the plane. We were talking about this not too long ago, how there were still honor killings. Yeah, they shot the baby too. They opened fire. I love that movie. It happened one night. I love that movie. I know. That's how they're trained to shoot. And that's what my son was telling me. They both, both of them were an MP. Well, they were MPs in the Air Force. And then my youngest switched to trainer. And my oldest is now a special agent, but they're trained to shoot center mass. And I know we keep getting upset about all of that, but that's how they're trained to shoot. We're always saying, hey, they can shoot him in the leg, they can do this, but they're trained to shoot center mass to stop the threat. That's what they're, and that woman was holding that. She never put that child down. Exactly, Marcia. Exactly. So let's take a look at this real quick. Honor killings are still done here in the U.S., and no one wants to understand or believe that. There was 2 in Houston about 6 years ago when I was there. Yeah, it was 6. I mean, 2 about 6 years ago in Houston. There were honor killings. So they were arrested trying to leave the country on a flight.
We are, yes. Are you okay just
Oh, that's Laganza.
yourself come with me, and if you go with my colleague over there, is that all right?
Is that Laganza? Looks like they're planes. They're international flights. Or is it Emirates? They're international flights. I love those. Oh my God. Somebody sent me something the other day and I just listened to it yesterday. Look at this. Is that Emirates? Is that Lufthansa? I think it might be Emirates.
Which one is your bag?
I don't have any bag.
You have no bag?
No.
Okay. We'll look overhead. Right, can you put your hands together like that, please? I'll explain more outside, okay?
Sorry?
I'll explain more things outside, okay? So you confirm no bag?
They should have known when all these cops boarded that flight, they were coming for him. Killed their daughter.
You in the middle seat? Sorry? I felt the seat with my brother.
He was ostracized by everyone. That's what he says. Ostracized. Good morning, Jess. Oh, it looks like Emirates. Thank you. Okay. It was one of them. I've flown on both.
If you got like a cabin bag.
I know Parasite just came from, Parasite was just, Parasite, were you in London?
So one cabin bag between you and your partner, yeah?
Does he still do lives? I don't even know if he still go live. Anyway, they got arrested for killing.
The body of Sarah Sharif was discovered on the 10th of August 2023 at 6 Hammond Road, Horsell. From the injuries sustained by her and the investigation conducted, you are suspected of her murder. You are therefore arrested for the murder of Sarah Sharif. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you mention one question, something which you later rely on.
The whole family.
Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand what that means? Okay.
The time is 1956.
So,
okay, just listen carefully to what I have to say.
When we were talking about
the body of Sarah Sharif was discovered.
We were talking about honor killings. They were trying to get her to marry an older man that they had set up a marriage to, and she didn't want to. She was actually seeing some guy that's not of their culture or their religion, and that is a no-no to the family. That is a no-no. So they killed her. But you have another daughter that could have married him, but he wanted your youngest daughter. I don't care how much money he had. You can't force somebody to marry somebody. Oh, you were in France and Germany in July, flew in and out. Okay. Because I know you were saying that you took your kids to see Taylor Swift. I know my son and his family went to Paris. He's in London, and they went to the Taylor Swift concert there. And I was shocked to know my son was a Swiftie. Okay. I was shocked to know that he was a Swiftie. So, and then I saw the outfits that they had on, which they were really, really cute. It was a bus. Plans canceled on us last minute. How was your? Oh my God, ASOS, I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Muggsy. No, I'm not. I'm on Reddit in that 90 Days on Crack channel. Parasite, what are you doing on Reddit? Parasite, do you want to come up? What are you doing on Reddit? Oh my God. How do y'all? Hi, Claudia. How are you? Oh my God. What's going on with, well, do I want to know what's going on with Deadly? Oh, okay. Okay. Because my son did an Airbnb in Paris, and it was like a penthouse suite. And that was the first rental they did for Airbnb. He had me so jealous. It was 2 star. I was like, wait a minute. But they had a ball. So he's taking his kids to Greece. They've gone all over. I was looking at my granddaughter's passport, and she has more stamps than I do now. And I'm like, shit. Okay, so let me get you. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, I'll get you up here when you're ready. But there was a standoff in Florida. I think it's Florida. Was it Florida? On Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, it was Florida on Thanksgiving Day. I'm looking at my notes. On Thanksgiving Day, at Ormond Beach. And I don't know what be going on in these holidays. Hold on a second.
What happened this morning? What did you hear? Where were you?
So this morning about 5 o'clock, we just heard gunshots, lots and lots of gunshots, but we thought maybe it was fireworks at first. And then all the neighbors started texting each other and saying, hey, this is real, there's a shooter. And within a few minutes, all the cops were here and the tanks were in and the big armor-proof forklift is here. It's been a pretty intense morning.
I know when I met you, you were walking because you had been evacuated. It was like the last couple of hours.
So what they did was the shooter is in the middle of the neighborhood. So half of the neighborhood came up here by the beach side and our other half was in the back. So we've just been sitting there by the river for the last 2 hours sweating. So we decided, well, let's walk up here and see the ocean.
Were you scared?
At first, when you see the G.I. Joe guys come with the rifles and the sniper, and you're like, oh my gosh, we were just having Thanksgiving a few minutes ago or trying to watch the parade on TV. And then, yeah, it was just big guns, big tanks, a lot more than you would expect to see.
Can you explain to me why is he smiling? Why is he smiling? Why? Why is he smiling? There's a shootout. You take your dog out to walk on the beach. Are you crazy?
Plans later today at all, or do you know?
Yeah, everybody else did. Everyone's like trying to get dressed up, but they can't leave. They got us out of our house. So some people have their cats with them, some have their dog, and everybody's still in their pajamas. So it's messed up everybody's day.
Do you know the person involved, or do you have any idea who it could be?
We just heard him saying Joe, so I know Sheriff Chitwood was here personally on the megaphone saying, Joe, please don't shoot, please stop. But you would just hear it. It's probably over a couple hundred rounds by now.
You don't know a Joe who lives in the neighborhood?
No. So it's probably a renter or something.
Has anything like this happened before?
No, this is Ormond Beach by the sea. We leave our windows open at night and our doors open at night. Like, we never seen anything like this. So hopefully everybody will be safe.
Did they give you a timeline for, I mean, with a situation like this, you don't really know how long, but did they tell you, like, you know, grab water, maybe out of your house for the rest of the day, grab medication?
Nothing, no, nothing at all. So they just banged on our doors, said get out, and we've just been standing there.
Hi,
So
Granny.
like that's why I'm dressed like this, and everybody else is just there trying to figure out what to go on.
And it's obviously Thanksgiving Day. Did you see your day
You're right,
kind of go like this at all? I mean,
No, we had a whole day planned with food, and so they're letting some of the people out in the back, like with their food, like if there were a medical emergency, one little
Can you
lady
put
had to
his shirt
leave.
on, please?
But all the roads are covered down John Anderson Parkway all the way up to High Bridge. So, and some people have their scanners trying to listen to what's going on, but the sheriffs don't really tell us too much. They just say stay out of the way.
If you could describe it, I know you started talking about what you saw. So how many police cars would you estimate? And again, how many gunshots and the type of firing that you heard?
Oh, it was multiple. So he has to have an automatic weapon because you just hear multiple shots constantly. And I haven't heard any come from the sheriff. It seems like he's just held up in his house shooting everyone. And the cops have been trying to maneuver their vehicles around sides and plus get all of us out because there's over 100 units. So so they've been doing a good job by keeping everybody out, and that's all. If you hear it in the background, you'll just hear boom, 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 and he's still going.
Is that concerning? Because I know when we got here in the last like 10 minutes or so, we have heard just gunfire. And
Yeah.
You've been hearing it since early this morning.
Yeah, since sunrise. So he must have a pretty big arsenal in there.
So at about 4:30 this morning, we received a call for 5500 Ocean
Okay,
Shore
you're ready.
Boulevard, unit number 61, for a person who was having suicidal thoughts and wanted some help. So deputies got there, they interviewed him, and it was quite apparent that he was in some type of physical distress, meaning they looked at more as a medical call. They called for medical personnel to come. They examined him. They wanted to transport him to the hospital. He refused to go to the hospital.
Hi, Chantel.
Fast forward, they were around 6 a.m. We get multiple calls come in that the occupant of Unit 61 in 5500 Ocean Shore Boulevard is shooting at residents in residence properties. Deputies arrive on scene. Suspect retreats back into his house where he barricades himself. We establish a perimeter. We evacuate everybody. And shortly around 8:30, he starts shooting at law enforcement. And this goes on up until probably 30 minutes ago. Probably he has fired close to 200 plus rounds. I'm sure when you'll see the crime scene.
Okay, I got Parasite.
He threw me off with this.
Good morning. This is Restream. Okay.
Yeah, not used to this one. Never been on this one.
Yeah, this is Restream. I refuse to pay StreamYard almost $50, but now they're offering me a deal to come back. So I'm looking at it. So I'm thinking it might be a great deal, but I really like Restream right now. So Parasite.
Actually, you could see more on the stream with this one.
Yeah, I'm starting to really enjoy this. So tell me, what is going on? Because hi, Kaden. I was just speaking about you. Hi, dirty bitch. What did you hear about MRE's friend's niece, the autistic young child that somehow got out the home and walked like a mile and a half, and she was found deceased in a pond?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that happened a few months back, like during the summertime, and autistic, 4 years old, got out the home barefoot, no shoes, and they found her at a park in a pond.
That's horrible.
Do you believe that's possible?
Yeah, I believe it's possible. I mean, sounds a little fishy, but I would want to investigate it, obviously, but it's possible, I would say. Yeah, a kid gets out. I mean, depends on how far the pond is away, goes into the water, ends up drowning. I could see that happening.
A mile and a half?
Yeah. Well, kids have walked further than that.
But 4 years old, autistic, no shoes on.
Yeah, they've been found further than that in the national parks, things like that. When kids get lost, and everyone thinks like, oh, it's something, Bigfoot took them and ran off with them. No, they can. Kids are resilient.
So tell me about the Rothschilds. I mean, I know about them. I mean, they go back to the 16th century or so.
Yeah, they've been financing wars forever. They finance both sides of the wars since you know the I'd say at least 600 years.
Okay, do you think that that there was foul play with that, or it's just like,
Nah, probably not.
yeah,
Actually,
it's,
looking more into it, it looks like he was just eccentric.
yep, a hoarder situation, probably trying to light
Older
some,
house, probably
yeah,
older, electric, never upgraded. Yeah, the guy had real nice cars and just didn't put any money into his house.
yeah, but so he wasn't like a Hugh Hefner, because he was older, but he had eccentric ways, but he was a hoarder.
Yeah, that's what it said. It said his house was a mess. He was a hoarder. It was a mess. No one ever saw the guy. He never left the house.
So, what do you think about this whole P Diddy situation when he was denied? They're saying he was denied bail for the third time. No, it's the fourth time
Oh,
he
he's
was
screwed.
denied
He's
bail.
screwed. I'm surprised he hasn't been Epstein yet.
But he's got people. He's paying these guys in jail for their phone privileges, and people are coming out now. The guys that are being released, they're out talking now about how he was asking them to get a hold of this one and that one, basically paying people to make threats against potential witnesses.
Yeah,
What
he's
do you,
just he's not too bright. I mean, he was too cocky to begin with. As soon as they searched those houses, his ass should have been in Bali with Russell Simmons if he was smart, but
I
he
think he
wasn't.
might have been trying to go, but Russell ain't coming back.
Oh hell no, he ain't coming back.
Russell isn't coming back. He said that, but
Yeah,
uh
I bet you a few more end up there too.
But you, so you did hear, well, I don't know if you heard, but they made it clear that the investigation is continuing. I think his son Christian is going to join him soon.
I think a lot of people may end up joining him, or they're going to join him as state witnesses.
But what do you think about Tony Bugsby in these lawsuits? Because now they're saying that that Tony Bugsby is blackmailing or trying to extort money from potential, you know, uh, artists. What do you think about that?
It doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me with anybody that's involved with any of those people.
But I've been waiting for Tony Bugsby to release this demand letter that he said he sent out to everybody, and I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, I mean, now the government's involved in it, so now it's officially a case and everything. People aren't just going to be able to release stuff and bother people and things like that. You're going to get locked up for stuff like that. They're going to put a stop to it.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's a gag order now. When he
yeah,
went to court last week, it was a gag order. And he just knew he was coming home. He's not coming home. He's
no,
going to sit there. They didn't release R. Kelly, and he didn't do half the shit you did.
like I
So,
said, I'll be shocked if he doesn't end up just like Epstein.
but why has it not? How long did Epstein sit in jail before he was
He was there
Epstein?
for a little bit. He was there for a little bit. I mean, I think he got Clintoned as soon as he started to talk. He got Clintoned.
Hmm.
There ain't no way Epstein killed himself.
No way, because he thought he was probably going to get away with it like he did the first time.
Yeah, well, he was going to turn state's evidence. He was going to turn on people, and you can't turn on the Clintons and people like that. That's what ends up happening to you when you do that.
Well,
Yeah.
the Clintons got a lot of bodies too, but P. Diddy has like 5 people around him that have died of pneumonia.
Oh yeah, Diddy's got bodies, but there's people a lot more powerful than Diddy that are involved.
I think there's a lot of politicians. We know there are corrupt cops that are involved. From all the police reports that were filed and nothing that was ever done, we know there are other government agencies involved. And when his son shot that guy in the bathroom, and they said it was a drive-by shooting in California at a studio, but all the blood was in the bathroom. That case has now been reopened.
Yeah, I even heard they were going to open up the Tupac and charge him with that, but who knows?
See, that's a rumor, but see, here's the thing. The guy, I forgot his name, that's now on trial, well, that's in prison right now. It's been out there for a long time that Sean Combs and Suge Knight wanted Tupac and Biggie, unalived.
Yep.
Uh, It's been out there. So now all of a sudden you made this arrest in Tupac's murder, but everybody that was involved with the shoot that was actually the shooters are now deceased. So now they got the uncle in there, but that's been out there for quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, if they can connect them to it, I'm sure they'll charge him with it. They'll just pile it on. I mean, right now Diddy's looking. If he ends up making it to trial, he doesn't end up, Epsteining himself.
He's not going to Epstein himself at all. They're going to Epstein
being
him.
Epsteined.
Yep. So Daddy said that there were 2 autopsies that there were performed on Epstein, and his brother, one was federal and the other one his brother did. And he said there were broken bones that was not noted.
I mean, the biggest of Epstein, the cameras went down and both guards
were
on break when he's on suicide watch.
That's why I said
everything just happened to work out just perfect.
Just perfect. That's what I said. I said, who's going to be watching the people that's supposed to be watching the people that's watching the prisoner that's on suicide watch?
Yeah.
Because
so when they say Diddy's on suicide watch, that means nothing. They got the Epstein. He was on suicide watch too. And who knows? Probably the guy that was in the cell. The cop that was in there that got him.
So why isn't Diddy's right hand woman, the Giselle or the Yasleen to P. Diddy? She was right there in the mix of everything. Why hasn't she been indicted? Is she going to turn evidence, federal evidence? Is she going to turn evidence?
Could be what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, or there's going to be superseding indictments coming down, and a lot more people are going to get indicted.
Well, that's what they said. They said that the investigation is ongoing. It's not closed because he's locked up. Now, the rumor was that, we know that he went to New York because he knew that the indictment was coming. Well, he knew the arrest was going to be imminent. So supposedly his private plane landed in New York and the feds decided, let's go get him now. Do you think he was trying to go to Bali?
I don't think so, because he had that chance to leave the first time when they raided the houses.
Yep.
So I think he's just so cocky. He thought nobody would testify against him. No one would come up with any evidence. He'd be able to threaten people, pay people off, and walk away.
To me, he figured he would go, be arraigned, and he would be released.
Yeah, he thought that too.
Yeah, that's why
I think he really thought he was going to beat this, and I think he's starting to set in. He ain't going to beat this. The feds got him. He's getting 40 years.
Yeah, but then he's doing cryptic calls with his son, telling him to get rid of all the boxes, all the pizzas, and I'm like, what the hell? Do you not know your calls are being recorded?
Yeah, he's just digging himself deeper and deeper. And I'm sure things are going to be reopened with Epstein now that we have a new administration in there. And you also got the Abercrombie and Fitch thing going on too.
Yep, we have that going on.
And I have a feeling they all are tying together.
And also, Elon Musk had those parties too. But also we have the one with oh shit, it just left my mind. Abercrombie and Fitch. Oh, they're investigating. Now this is weird. Now El Fayed is dead. Been dead for a year and a half now. Now everything is coming out about his sexual abuse and sexual assault of all these people that work with him or people that were coming into his stores. They always said he was a sexual deviant.
Yeah, a lot of those people are. In that world, in the fashion, music, television. It just seems to be par for the course.
So I was hi Carbonero. I'm gonna review the Chippendale murders. I went through a rabbit hole with that one, so I am really, really interested in doing that one, but I still can't find a footage.
I remember looking into that a long time ago. Yeah.
Yep, I still can't. I'm trying to find the footage of when that club, Moody's, whatever, was burned down. I was trying to find that footage, but I remember they sent me to another link. It said it was no longer available, but then I was looking through the archives, and then I went to Pacer, and I pulled up the court records and everything. There are links in there, but they're no longer working. So you know how you scour trying to find just little clips? You can't find anything on that right now.
Yeah, I mean, Google's terrible for finding anything, period. Try Swiss cows or
Swiss cows.
Yandex.
Okay, because I went through Pacer and the links are in the documents on Pacer.
But they're
Swiss
dead.
cows. Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but they no longer work.
Yep. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. I mean, just look what happened with. I mean, it's kind of fishy how many times the Wayback Machine was hacked recently.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I would
very
try that
fishy.
one. Because when I went into Angels the other night, you had gotten on panel, and I wanted to ask you when I saw you, is there another website? Because I know you know all these different websites, but I've been looking, so I'm gonna try Swiss
I mean,
cows.
Wayback Machine's the Internet Archive, but that's been hacked. A lot of things have been missing from it. But as far as for searching, Swiss cows or Yandex because they use their own search engines, their own.
Yandex. Okay.
You know, Yandex is a Russian one. It's Yandex.
Yep, got it. Yandex. Yes.
Because all the
Okay.
other ones either use Google, Bing, or Yahoo. Yeah, besides those two, I think there may be one more that uses its own thing. So if they're using Google, Bing, Yahoo search results, you're gonna get the same results no matter what.
Okay. So how was your Thanksgiving with your family?
Good, good. Yeah,
Did you
my
bake a
wife made
turkey, fry a turkey? What did you do?
my wife the convection roast.
Oh, okay, okay.
My oven has a convection roast feature.
Mm.
So
Okay, so the kids were there?
yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother came, kids, her brothers.
So I saw that Nick Romano got arrested. Did you see that? I saw
Yeah,
Bambi posted his stuff on her wall.
yeah, he's coming unhinged. He was on like 3 times at least yesterday after he got out.
Well, I saw that I was talking to Terry Lynn last night, and he was going off on Terry Lynn, I guess, because she was up there with Gunsmoke. And I was like, how do you know this man? She goes, well, I was up there with Gunsmoke, and he was saying all kinds. Oh, no, she was in the chat. And then she asked Gunsmoke to bring her up. I'm like, oh my God. I said, why are you messing with that man?
I don't. Those guys, Gunsmoke, all of them are so desperate to make money instead of getting a damn job that they don't care who they platform.
That's what I'm saying. You know who he is. Well, I don't know if she knew, but I said, well, no, she knew. I said, he said some of the most vile things. That's why I don't understand how people platform Tony Pizza. Nothing about that man is funny. He's racist. He's nasty. He's homophobic. I don't understand why that's entertaining. I just don't.
To me, the worst one right now is Deadly. I mean, he gets in these weird online relationships with women.
I don't watch him, so
I don't
know.
watch him either. I didn't
Mhm.
even know about any of this till recently. But then he's sending them messages saying he's going to grape their 7-year-old daughter.
Oh shit! I heard about that one.
And then he tried to say it was the screenshots were fake, but there's a voice message, Deadly admitting to it. His whole family thinks he's a chomo. No shit, they think you're a chomo.
Wait a minute, his
Everyone
family.
thinks you're a chomo.
Wait a minute, how does it? Wait a minute, how does his
She
family?
went to the police. They're investigating him.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean he is sent. I mean he said some horrible things about that girl Brittany's kids. This is some girl Kim. I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, I remember the stuff he said about Britney's kids because she was talking about it on Bambi's way back when.
Yeah, but now and then he's in one message he says maybe I am a chomo. Yeah, maybe you are.
Oh my
So
God.
why is that English dork platforming him? Has him as a wrench in there. Has him as a co-host. And then you got Gunsmoke going on with that English dork, Narc, and then he's trying to get Angel on so bad. He's saying the most vile, horrible things about Angel and her daughter.
I wish she stays away, but she doesn't. She keeps saying she's going to ignore them.
I hope she does. I've been telling her to do not go on there.
Everybody's been telling her this, but I get it. She wants to defend, but no matter what she says,
let us deal with them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what she says. She said it for over a year now, and it's still the same thing. It's
Yeah, but
still the
by her
same
going on there,
thing.
he's getting exactly what he wants. He's trying to build his channel to try to make some money. They're all trying to make money off of YouTube. They all want the donations. They want the quick, fast, easy way to make money.
Well, damn it, I need
But it's a job.
donations. They got 88 of you in here. I need $1 from everybody. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean that kid, Mark. Said it's and I don't know why I'm doing this. No one gives me any donations. Went on a big little tirade and then just signed off. So obviously you're doing it just for money.
Who did that?
The English dork, that English
Oh,
kid.
that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna call the name of his channel, but I know who you're talking about. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't got his name.
I
So
heard way back when he had something to say with me. I said, "Who the hell is that? I don't even know who that is."
yeah,
Why? Because I'm a mod in Angel's chat. What?
yep,
For
yeah.
real?
And meanwhile he's got Deadly as a co-host. Yeah.
Mm.
So and he knows about Deadly. He's well aware of everything. He actually brought it up last night, finally addressed it a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I
so
saw Angel went live the other night. I went in there for a minute and then I just laid down. And sometimes if I look, she had a lot of mods in there. And I listened for a while and then I fell asleep because I think it was titled Thankful. And I went in for a bit, but they I forgot what's his name. Um, the guy that keeps coming in under all the different accounts, Fish.
oh yeah,
Fish, that's him. One minute he's not allowed in the chat, the next minute he is. So you don't know who to time out and who to take out. So I just
yeah.
let
Fish,
everybody else do it.
Fish is kind of funny. Fish says some. Yeah, it depends on I guess how much Fish has been drinking and what kind of mood he's in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I heard the stuff that Nick Romano said about his wife and his sons, and that
Oh, that was horrible.
yep,
I
he
mean,
came in my chat one day. Nick
I told
Romano,
them what to do with that. I
yep,
said,
Nick.
get that to the Arizona State football team. They'll take care of him.
Yep. Nick came in my chat one day and I had just heard that recording. And I told him, I said, he was not welcome in my chat. I don't want anybody like that in my chat.
Yeah.
I just
Nick
don't.
is trying to go the Tony Pizza, Howard Stern, shock jock route and think he's going to get some people donating to him because of it. And
But
shockingly,
saying
two
the
idiots
stuff,
actually sent him like $20 last night.
yeah, but saying the stuff he says about people's kids,
Yep.
about their wife, I mean, that's not.
That's the
Gonna,
same thing as that English dork, saying the things about Angel and her daughter like he does. He's hoping he's going to get someone that hates Angel, hates her daughter. They're going to donate to him. And he also is hoping he'll get Angel back on his show.
Good morning among the wildflower sanctuary. This lady rescues chihuahuas and she runs shit, I can't even say it. A nonprofit for animals. She's really, really nice. She's on TikTok as well. It's called Shadow Talks. I've met some really, really good people over on TikTok. I'm serious. I've been living on TikTok lately, and I need to promote Melita's channel. She's coming over to YouTube. She is a really, really nice person. She's going to come up hopefully Saturday morning with myself and Debbie. She watches a lot of the reality TV and stuff. So I'm going to bring her up, and she has a story to tell. This woman was trafficked by her stepfather.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, this is her. Thank you for joining. She does handicap and hospice chihuahuas. And I know Angel is an advocate for animals. And
Oh, yeah, she's big into animals.
yeah, I would really but I can drop the link for you if you want to come up to discuss your charity and what you do. Was her nonprofit. She's really, really good, and she puts all her dogs up there, and the care she gives these dogs are just, I'm not into, but I watch her, and I'm like, oh my God, she really takes time with
That's a
these
good thing.
animals. And then you see
That's
other
funny what you said
people that
about your
are,
son.
huh?
Your son went to Europe just to see Taylor Swift also?
No. He lives he's in London. He's stationed in London.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
at Lakenheath.
All
So
right.
this is his second time in Paris. One time he went on vacation. This time they went to see Taylor Swift. So he is at Lakenheath is where he's at.
Yeah, that was the whole reason for our trip there. Yeah.
Yep.
My youngest was trying to get tickets here and couldn't get them. said to me, if I can get tickets in Europe, can we go?
Yeah, because he got his
Yeah,
tickets
why
last
not?
year. Yeah, they got tickets last year around Christmas time.
Yeah, I didn't think
Taylor
she'd be able
Swift.
to get tickets, to be honest, because here they're like $2,500 a ticket. Then one night, all of a sudden, she yells, "I got them!" Get the hell out of here.
Oh my God.
So I was sticking to my word and taking them to Europe to see Taylor Swift.
I can't
I'm
talk.
not a Swiftie. They
I
are.
can't talk. I've been stalking Shaggy for I don't know how long now. I try to get to all of his shows. I stalk Shaggy. I've seen Bruno, and Bruno puts on a show. I don't think I need to see Bruno again, but Lakenheath, yes, that's where he is. Lakenheath, Lakenheath, Lakenheath is where he's at.
It actually cost me less money to go to Europe and see Taylor
It's
Swift than
cheap.
to buy the tickets here. 4
I
tickets
was
here would have
looking at
cost 10 grand.
people don't realize how cheap it is to actually travel overseas.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't cheap.
No, it's cheap to travel
I spent about
overseas.
the same. But
I
granted,
can do Ireland right now round trip $698.
I think the airline tickets. Well, I had miles. They were like $1,000 a ticket, but one of the tickets I got for free. So it
Okay.
was like $3,000 for the 4 tickets nonstop to Charles de Gaulle. And we stayed in Paris in an Airbnb that was 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, balcony
So
right
did
out
you
onto the
stay in a
street.
penthouse suite? Because my son stayed in an Airbnb. It was their first time renting it out. He had a penthouse up. I mean, the view was gorgeous.
I went to I mean, it was the top floor of the building, but there was only 3 floors. So I guess
Okay.
you would call it a penthouse, but it was huge. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. There was, 3 full bathrooms in Europe
Yeah.
is unheard of.
Because I asked him, I said, what hotel you're at? He goes, I'm at an Airbnb. He goes, and then he gave me the tour. I'm like, you little, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, they had, had the windows that, 10-foot high windows, double windows
Mhm.
that open up to the balcony to the street down below. So it was like,
Yep.
typical Paris street. It was in the, we stayed in the 4th
Yep.
district, Arrosant, or however they say it.
Yep. His house in London is gorgeous. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning.
But
Good
yeah,
morning.
ended up costing like $600 a night, for
Oh,
the Airbnb, which was,
yeah, that is cheap.
yeah,
It
really,
is.
to get a real nice hotel room, you're going to spend more than that.
Yep, you'll spend more than that. So that
Or
was
to get
cheap.
2 regular hotel rooms.
Oh my God. Stephanie, tell us about your nonprofit so people will know to follow you.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone.
Good
I figured
morning.
I just happened to have followed you and the little thing came up. This is my first time on YouTube Live, so bear with me as I get my bearings here. Oh, goodness. Well, most of you guys, or some people, know me as Shadow Talk on TikTok. That is the little chihuahua that we rescued from. He actually came from the Pittsburgh area and is a little aggressive.
Well, she won't say it. This is Lisa's dog. Well, her former dog that was rescued by animal control when they needed to go in with the hazmat suit. See, everybody over here is familiar with Lisa because I showed them our famous crackhead this morning. I'd like to give them updates on her. Yeah, she went live like 6+ times yesterday, girl, telling them she didn't have a turkey.
Oh my God, she was a mess.
Yes, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes,
No,
so finish telling them.
So we actually were kind of helping the other rescue that was willing to pull him, and he was supposed to go to Texas. And he came to our facility here because we specialize in hospice and handicapped chihuahuas. We have had unhandleable dogs before, so we were just kind of helping in the interim. So he ended up coming to us, and he also came along with a very large TikTok following because so many people followed him for so freaking long because they wanted him out of this shady house. And he was very aggressive. His nails were excruciatingly long. It was really bad. So he has come a really, really long way, and we continue to share his journey on Shadow Talk because it's a powerful journey for him. And it's also raising awareness about what we do here, and that's pulling hospice cases in handicapped chihuahuas that are typically euthanized in the shelter setting. You know, these shelters don't have the means nor the capacity to work with, you know, tripod dogs or dogs that are paralyzed. We have 3 dogs here that are paralyzed in the rear. 2 were shot. One was just a back injury, but we pulled those cases and give them however long they're with us. We really never know. So within the last year, we have had 8 losses. To kind of give you perspective on like what we actually do. We've had 8 cases that have come to us, and they were all hospice cases, not knowing when we took them that they were hospice cases, but we've had seizure disorders. We've had congestive heart failure. We have an oxygen chamber here. We run IV units here. So I work as a vet tech part-time. So it gives us the capacity to do a lot for these babies here, and just keeping them safe, loved, warm, fed for however long it is. We pulled recently one that is completely emaciated. She is skin and bones. Her name is Rosie. She is the sweetest little soul. So it's just the social media side of it that came with Shadow when he got to us has truly given me a gift to share our story and get the word out about rescue and what kind of help is out there for these little handicapped dogs. It's just a powerful story. So, you know, we appreciate it so much just being able to share that with everybody.
So
What is the
this is
TikTok page?
Yeah, so this, I dropped it in the chat. This is Shadow right here. This is Stephanie. And this is her TikTok page right here. I dropped the link in the chat. These are all her rescues. And you see, look at this one. He's got his little wheelie thing going right there. So she really does take excellent care of these animals. Oh, yeah, he's gonna hit me. But these are her animals. Let me turn the sound off. There you go. These are, and look how she has all of them. And
Yeah,
one of them was Shadow's girl. Is that Shadow's girlfriend
That's
right there?
not. We lost Shadow's
That's
girlfriend.
right.
Oh goodness, yeah. She had a surgery and she had major complications from surgery. But that one there is one of the ones that was shot. So
Mhm.
she is paralyzed, and both of her back legs have been partially amputated because they weren't taken care of, and we had to make them healthy again. But you know, they figure out how to make everything work, and it's a powerful thing to watch them figure life out, in that they don't need 2 paws in the back. They're fine. It doesn't stop them. It's crazy.
Yeah, my
Yep.
godfather had a dog like that. Was hit by a car, and
Yeah.
had a wheelchair.
Yep.
And
That
I
is
thought, honestly, we thought it was nuts him not putting the dog down, but dog actually ended up living a full life.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
crazy Shadow.
Yep, there
He's
he
so
is right
mad.
there. But he has come a long way, because now you have him trained, you have him potty trained and everything, right?
Yeah, he still pees in the house on occasion. You know, he's so stinking tiny. It takes him 2 seconds to pee on something. I can't even catch it. But, you
Okay.
know, for 12 years of his life, he didn't have to worry about going outside. So we're still working on that. You know, the cold weather is going to put a damper on that for a little bit. But, you know, he's come a really, really long way. He comes to me for pets now, and I can pick him up. And
Yep.
when he first got here, I was getting bit like 15 times a day. And I'm
I
not
remember
joking.
you were on live and he kept growling and biting at you. I was like,
Oh.
oh my God.
Those
But
little dogs think they're bigger than they are.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. And, you know, he had no socialization. You know, he was stuck in a bedroom. Nobody talked to him. And I think when they did, they were, you know, doing it in an abusive way that, you know, if I yell, just yell in general, he panics and goes into instant defensive mode.
But he's used to hearing her yelling and screaming on the phone for money.
Yep.
But I dropped the link in the chat. I will drop it again. This is Stephanie's organization, and she really does great work. And the fact that I heard that Lisa came in your live the other night and called
she did.
you
I was the
a
scammer.
scammer.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
the scammer. Even though I'm legit registered as a nonprofit, we are,
well,
you know.
the problem is there's so many damn scammers on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, that the legit people get called scammers too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
it's a fun journey for us, but it's cool to share. And it's also cool to just educate the public about, we do a lot with canine nutrition, and we do have a cat here at the facility that is also paralyzed. So, you know, we really want to share everything that we know and, share it with everybody. So he hates the snow. Somebody just asked about how he was with the snow. Dude, he walked outside, he turned around, he was like, deuces, I'll see you guys later. I'll be like on the couch.
Yep. But that's when I was telling
I
you.
guarantee you spend more money than you take in.
Oh my God. Yeah,
yes, she does. She does.
I knew a guy that rescued dogs, and I mean, he would sell off, 6, 10 guns at a time just to pay for the dogs.
Yeah.
When he
just
needs
to, you put it in perspective, one hospitalization overnight, if I have to put somebody in the hospital, is $3,500 for one night.
Yep. Yeah, he dealt with big dogs.
Yeah.
Type of dog. I mean, I think it was German Shepherds, rescued German Shepherds.
Okay.
Yeah, and when Shadow came to you, he needed to go to the dentist. He needed just everything, and that's not cheap. And you were supposed to send the dog to Texas, and then you decided to keep him, and that's when I found out what foster failed parent means. That's when I found out what that meant.
Yep. Yeah, he was a foster fail. I was just helping them out temporarily. But, I have to look at the grand scheme of things. And for him to get on an airplane, go to a whole new place, I was like, I can't do that to him. That's not fair. So he needed to stay where he was safe. He was coming around. He was responding to everything we were doing. And just like yesterday, I trained him to walk onto a baby scale so I could weigh him without having to handle him. So it's all about like respecting what he needs right now. And I don't believe that anybody else would fully do that, nor would they put up with, I do get bit on occasion. So Kingston.
Yeah, but she does a really, but when I first saw you with Shadow, when you came on TikTok, I looked at you, I said, she's not letting that dog go. And I knew it. I said, she is not letting him go. And then like 2 days later, you actually came out and said that you think that you're going to just keep him. I was like, I knew
and it was, we were stuck in a really hard place because Long Way Home is out of Texas and they were doing all the fundraising for him. So what I didn't want to happen was this whole confusion of whose was he, where were the funds going? So we also wanted to stay consistent with, I wanted him to stay under Long Way Home. We fundraised for all of his bedding. We had it all paid for. And then after that was when I took over. So they, we raised a lot of money for Long Way Home too. And they helped hundreds of dogs.
Hundreds of dogs. Yeah, she has a big sanctuary down there.
Yeah, she's doing amazing work too. So
Shadow's the little black one with the attitude here.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's Shadow.
Attitude is the nice way to put it.
Yep. That's the one that was rescued from our favorite crack head, and she went online and was crying about she needed money to get Shadow.
She raised money because she said he was dead and she needed to get his ashes.
Yep.
And she
Wait,
raised
that dog was with the crackhead you posted before?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That was her dog.
Yep. I can't even wrap my head around how much money she raised using his name and using that he needed something.
Oh, people were sending her money for the dog?
Yes.
Because animal control went in. Officer 187 called animal control. She said, when you come get the animals, you might need to have a hazmat suit because there were so many insects and bugs in that place.
And
people are such scumbags.
There was dog feces. The room where her son was supposed to sleep, it was just dog cat shit. The child was sleeping in the tub, the one that CPS took from her. She just lived nasty. I'm surprised that Shadow didn't have fleas and all this other stuff, but he would never go outside. He lived, just think of that dog in there while she's smoking crack.
I hate people. I like dogs more than people.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that was
taking money for a dog, then you just spend on crack. I mean, it's like that damn Nick Romano with his stupid little cats. I don't like cats. Yeah, but he takes in his rescue cats. Like people are going to send them money for his dumb little cats.
Yeah,
another one's trying to run a scam.
I'm serious, Parasite. She is a trip. She went up there crying, and you have people giving her money to go get this dog, and then she goes, well, they're closed now. Then she gets back on, I only need 60 more. Then the next morning, well, it's another, because he stayed overnight, it's going to be another 35 plus tax. I said, girl, stop.
Yeah, a lot of us have soft spots for dogs. The only time I ever got scammed. was a guy who claimed his house burned down and his dog died in it. Yeah, it was like 3 years ago. D. Allen Brock is the name he went by.
Yeah.
He got MB. He even got MB for $100.
So, in case you didn't know the backstory, she said that her daughter, she took somebody else's story, which was their son, said her daughter was killed in an abandoned house in Baltimore. She killed her daddy off twice. Her youngest son had stage 4 brain cancer. Okay. Then she pretended she was somebody else named Miranda, and she had spent all of her 401k money to feed the homeless. And
Yeah,
she's
that
coming on
bitch ain't never
TikTok.
had a 401k in her life.
I'm serious. These are the lies that she tells. But every day, and then her dad died, and she had to raise money for the funeral because nobody else was doing it. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So
her daddy died again?
her dad died twice. He's been in the hospital 3 times since
Is he actually dead this time
August.
though, or no?
No.
No, not dead again. So dead.
No. And she uses her. Yesterday, she was crying for a turkey. So and broth and cigarettes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and cigarettes, because 11:30, you're going to go get a turkey to cook when the night
Nick
before.
Romano was doing the same thing. Neighbor gave him a turkey, but I got nothing else to eat. Can people please send me money? Can you
Are
send
you
me money so I can get
serious?
my car out of impound because I got a DWI?
Okay, guys, I need money. I don't have any money for steaks right now.
Yeah, well, actually, I got a gun auction today, so you can send me money. I'll be honest, I'm going to buy another Mauser.
I want to start rescuing dogs, so I need you to send me money. And these are the lies she's told. But every day there's new people going on TikTok. You have these older people that are on a fixed income.
Yep, that's the
That
worst
she's
part.
taking
Those are the ones that get
advantage of.
taken.
And she has theft by deception. She basically, I don't know, Stephanie, the other night on TikTok, she basically stated that she knows that what she's doing is wrong and is theft. And if they come for her, she doesn't know how she's going to get out of it. That's why I think when she's going to go to rehab, is she's going to try to avoid jail time.
The worst part about the authorities aren't going to do a damn thing.
No, people actually press charges.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, there's
that's going to be a long
people
fight.
Scam people all the time. Yeah, I'm a gun collector, and you always get the scammers coming in, selling guns that aren't theirs and guns that don't exist. Take other pictures. You go to the postal inspector; they don't do a damn thing. Local police, their local police, no one does a damn thing. Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's why she keeps getting. And then she got.
That's why they get away with it.
Yep. And then she got beat up by a dealer's girlfriend because she stole their bag and she was going to try to resell it. Bag meaning heroin. Okay. She got herself in a sticky situation.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only time they ever get justice.
I actually told her to go out on the street corner. Then I thought about it. Nobody's going to want to sleep with that because she doesn't bathe. She has scabies.
That's right. I was thinking to myself when you put up, I was like, why didn't she just go prostitute herself? And then you put her picture up, and I was like, oh, I see why she doesn't.
Never mind.
She's got scabies. She doesn't bathe.
Yeah, that's what I think of. Like, I mean, if you're really that desperate, it's pretty easy for a woman, but not her. No. She's not going to make much money doing that.
No, I don't think anybody, not even a drunk, is going to sleep with that. And since May, she's lost more teeth.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the black soot from smoking out of the crack pipe all around her gums. And I'm like, and these people believe she's clean. What is wrong with these people?
You look so good. That's what they're telling her now, is that she looks so good. And I'm like, what are you looking at?
You look so
crackheads
good.
are so stupid with that shit too, because they smoke it using that Choy Boy. And when they smoke that stuff, that all gets in their lungs. The coating that's on it, it's like a copper coating.
Yeah, but she says,
absolutely destroys them.
She said she doesn't need to go to rehab for crack, but she's been on methadone for 19 years because she used heroin for 6 months. You use heroin for 6 months, or maybe 2 or 3, but you've been on methadone for 19 years.
Yeah, bullshit.
And you smoke crack.
I mean, no one's going to be that. I don't think anyone's that stupid to do that to themselves. I mean, methadone's worse getting off of than
And
heroin.
she's on one of the highest doses. I think she's on 80 milligrams. 80? Or was it a high? Yeah, she's on a high dose.
Yeah,
Of
80's not high.
methadone.
80 is a normal dose, from my
No,
understanding.
hers is higher than maybe it's 100. I forgot. Chantel
Maybe
was with me.
180. Yeah, I've heard of.
Yeah, but she's on a high dose of methadone.
And methadone destroys your body.
Well, look at her teeth.
Yep, methadone destroys teeth, bones. It's a government scam.
Yeah, she
Methadone
was
is.
a beautiful woman, really.
She was?
Yep, you go back and look at her pictures on her page. But if you know that your ex OD'd, why would you want to put your kids through that again? And they see you now. Your daughters are on Discord making fun of you. They
I
laugh
don't know
at
how
you.
people can have kids and like not look at them and say, I gotta change myself. Like, what the fuck?
Yep, she has no respect for. And to bring that around her family's house when she moved it after she lost her apartment, people were calling her parents' landlord because she was sitting on a corner screaming, saying she was lost, don't know where she is.
Yeah.
She needed money for an Uber. And the whole time she's on a corner.
Drug-induced psychosis. That's what that is.
Yeah, they have no concept of what reality is and
Yep.
the truth is, and that's the bottom line with a lot of the addictions. They have such a perspective on, and I've dealt with alcoholism in my family for I can't tell you how long, and they have no idea what the truth actually is to themselves. So they're never going to tell you the truth no matter what.
I mean, a lot of people just should not have children. Yeah, it's the bottom line. That other English one, with its "I love my niece more than my son." I'm like, who says stuff like that?
Yeah, but I at one time I felt sorry for her because people were picking on her. And then after I watched her, I'm like, oh, hell no. You deserve
Someone
everything
like that
you
deserves
get.
it, but really, they just need to be blacklisted, ostracized. Nobody watch them.
That's the problem. Everybody
Yeah.
goes in and watch them. I was in a TikTok live one day
Oh,
when
it's
they
like a
said
train
she
wreck.
went live. Everybody left that live to
Yep.
go watch the train wreck.
That's unfortunately, I've gotten caught up in that myself too. I was watching Nick Romano last night just because I wanted to see the train wreck of him getting out of jail. Of course, I'm not going to send any money to him, but I just wanted to see how unhinged he'd be.
Right.
And he didn't disappoint. He was completely unhinged.
Yeah.
But-
if she was off of everything, everybody wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, and seriously, when she's off live, like when Kim was paying her to stay off of TikTok, everybody was going, where's Lisa? What's going on with Lisa? And she thrives on that. She's addicted to TikTok.
Yeah.
She's addicted
Oh yeah, I'm
to it.
sure
And
they
she
do
thinks
get
she's a
addicted to it.
superstar.
Yeah, they think they're celebrities all of a sudden.
Yes. She's not famous, she's infamous. I
Yeah.
don't think she knows the difference.
No.
Yep. I mean, look at that guy. The guy FBS there. He thinks he's a big shot. He's got 8,000 subs and 150 people in his chat.
Okay,
Anybody
that's
knows who the
not-
hell you are outside those, this little community.
Right.
You're nobody.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't
But-
watch any of those people. I go in the Angels chat. That's it. Oh, Parasite. I heard you saying something about Lauren NB. That was not Lauren. I called her on the phone, and no, that was not Lauren NB at all. Which I think you said.
I didn't think it was her.
Yeah,
either.
it's not her. I called her.
Nick was so excited when he saw NB in his chat.
When I saw her come in my chat, I said, "Oh my God, Lauren! I'm so happy to see you."
I figured it wasn't her.
Yeah, because I hadn't spoken to her since May, and when I sent her a
We haven't
message, she
spoken-
called
none of
me
us
that
have spoken
morning.
to her for
Yep, and
over
she
a
told
year.
me it was not her.
Yeah.
She said,
Crazy
"No,
how
is
easy
she doing,
it is
Eddie?
to be somebody else.
Yep,
How's she doing anyway?
she sounded really, really good.
Well, that's good.
She sounded really, really good.
Last time she was on, she was I was a little concerned for her.
Yeah, I never saw that one, and that's when I heard about it, and I called her to see if everything was okay. But I've never known her to do anything, not even drink. So that's what was shocking to me when I was hearing all of this. Stephanie, they're asking for an update on Shadow.
Oh, Shadow is doing good. He's still sick. He's got a little bit of a cough still, but he has improved I've got antibiotics running in him, which is a fun game of how I'm going to get antibiotics in him because it's not a typical time. I should do a live on me chasing him around the house to get meds in his ass. But yeah, he's doing really good. He's improving. I took a really cute video that I'm going to post over on his TikTok later today. So he's just a happy little guy.
Yeah. So yeah, but NB is not back on YouTube.
I didn't think she was, but you should have seen how excited Nick Romano was when he thought MB was in his chat. Yeah, he was so excited.
Well, I don't watch him, and I'm serious. When I heard everybody, I remember when he came in Angel's chat that time, I just got a really bad feeling about him, just like I did about Tony Silo. I don't.
Yeah, Angel's the only one that hasn't let him on.
Well, thank God, but I'm sure if he keeps going on and I hope she just leave. Just
Yeah,
ignore.
she's managed to ignore him. She's managed to
just
completely
ignore them because they talk about her family just to get
her,
to get at her.
Yep, that's what I thought. I said they're doing it to get to you, to get you to go on their channel. So now they could say, I had Angel Gotti on my channel, which really shouldn't be that big of a thing, but in their heads it is, because that's how FBS's channel was built. And they see him getting donations still to this day, and they think they can be the next him.
Oh, I got to change my thumbnail to the truth about. I told her when I'll go live, I'm going to change my title to the truth about Angel Gotti, and she fell out laughing. Since everybody knows the truth about her, I'm going to put my title with her picture on my thumbnail. No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, they tell so many lies about Angel and shit too. It's unbelievable.
I'm glad she showed her face. I'm glad she did.
Yeah, I'm glad she did too.
Showed her face.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they got nothing to say.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you, this YouTube world, Stephanie, is just like TikTok. Seriously.
That whole sob tune community is probably the most vile community I've seen yet. But then again, I don't know. This women's community is pretty bad too. Yeah, I mean, I've seen. I don't watch really anything. I'm Reddit looking for stuff on Deadly. Jesus Christ, you can be brutal to each other. CPS and whole job.
So much drama.
I'm staying out of the women's community. That's not for
welfare checks, you name it.
Yeah, I don't even know who likes who. I think everyone just hates everybody. Yeah, really. Yeah, I'm trying to follow along on Reddit. I'm like,
oh my God.
I was like, I think they just all hate each other.
Oh my God. Look, the women's community, MobTube ain't got shit.
No, it really does. MobTube's bad. It's the worst I've seen until I saw the women's community. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, they're much worse.
So when they were talking about the women's community one time, I was like, what is Angel talking about? And that's the night she had Maria and my friend up there. And she kept saying the women's community. I said, shit, people call us the 90-day community. I don't know how many names we have, but
we just say the women's community. Yeah. And that's where NB came from. And I mean, NB, she caused chaos.
NB used to be a mod for me on my other channel that I had with this lady named Amber. And that's how I met Lauren, is through her. And so she became a mod for us then. And she used to come up and co-host with us sometime. And we were talking about 60 days in. So Lauren would come up and she would set up all the interviews and stuff. She would contact people and get them on the show. So Lauren would do a lot of that for us.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took them so long to dox her then.
Yep. Yeah. I've always known who she was, always. Yeah. And I would never put that out there. Always knew who she was.
They've been trying to dox me forever, but I don't exist anywhere except YouTube.
We're Parasite. They're going to get, they're going to look. So they've been trying to dox you for what reason?
Oh, I don't know. They got like a $2,000 bounty on my docs because
Wait a minute, $2,000?
Yeah.
Parasite, can you give me your full name and address, please, so I can get this $2,000? Can you please give me your information?
Yep, I've never slipped up with that with anybody. Yeah.
Damn. When I came on, I came under my name. That's my name, Heidi Black. What am I hiding from? Nothing. What am I hiding?
No, except for they torture your families, your jobs. I mean, I don't have to worry about the job anymore. I'm retired now, but that was my biggest concern. Yeah, I had my own business.
Okay. Well, they can torture them and see what they get back. In New Orleans, they're shooting over IG beefs. They don't play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. But I don't know if you know, but last week they had a second line in New Orleans. And my sister's fiance got shot twice in one leg, and his mom got shot 3 times, she got shot 3 times, twice in one leg and once in the other leg at a big second line in New Orleans. They were shooting in a crowd of people
Oh yeah, they don't play down
and
there.
they got hit.
Yeah, I went to New Orleans 99, 2000, 2001,
Yeah,
Mardi
that's
Gras.
my home.
And then I went to a jazz fest during one of those years. I
Yep.
went to New Year's. I was there for the Miami Florida game, the Brawl on Bourbon.
Yep.
And yeah, I
Yep.
think
I
New Year's
haven't been
I was
home for Mardi Gras
a New
since
Year's,
I've
three
been here
Mardi
for
Gras, and
3
a jazz
years.
fest.
Yeah,
And
but
I mean I've been in this, Harlem, Newark, Camden, never was nervous.
nope. But
Really?
I'm telling you, I was planning on going
I
home
was
this year for
nervous in
Mardi
New
Gras,
Orleans.
and now I'm scared. Look, I'm scared,
Yeah.
but I've never been scared to go home because we don't have shootings at Mardi Gras. Well, we didn't.
No,
Um,
Mardi Gras, the French Quarter was fine, but the
yep.
projects down there, they ain't nothing like the projects up north.
No, the projects right outside the French Quarter used to be, what is it? Design. They were worse, but since
They
Katrina, they rebuilt a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been there
Um,
since 2001, and
yeah.
when you walked into those projects, which I did
Oh
accidentally,
no.
and, I was nervous there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to go
Like
in
I
the
said,
project.
I was never nervous in Harlem, Spanish Harlem, Bronx, never nervous in any of those
No,
places.
what's the project now where what's his name? It was up. I used to go in there at night in New York because I lived in Teaneck, New Jersey. I had a friend that lived out there, but I wouldn't go through there at night. But Desire in New Orleans was someplace you didn't want to be. And everybody hears Juvenile say he's from Desire. He's not. He went to Catholic school.
And yeah, the projects down there remind me of, like, welfare motels.
Who
The
did you?
projects in New Orleans, they're not like high rises, they're like two-story welfare
Yeah,
motels is what
yep,
they look
yep,
like.
yep. They're like brown. They're asking, did you hear about Nick Fuentes getting doxxed and he maced the woman that came to his what? No, I didn't hear that. They're
Nick
doing
Fuen
great since the shooting. Yep, because we're gonna be in Reno next week.
and Nick Fuentes, everybody hates that guy.
I don't know who Nick Fuentes is.
He's a guy,
I don't either.
yeah, who's supposedly a claims to be a conservative. Pretty much everyone on the conservative side can't stand him. He's the one that came out with the after the election. He was saying, "Your body's our choice."
Oh, yeah,
Oh, he's bad.
yeah, I don't know who
Yeah,
he is.
he's a troll basically.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Good morning, Glenn
but he's
Crack. And
also says some racist shit too.
well, good. I don't know who he
That's
is.
why I don't
I
know
don't
him.
know who he is.
No thanks. I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who he
I
is.
think he used to work with Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk got rid of him.
Oh, damn. So he's on YouTube now trolling?
Nick Fuentes, he's got YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I don't watch the guy. I just know all the liberals are really upset about the your body's our choice.
Yeah, I don't like that. And,
It
I'm
was
so
kind
happy
of
the
funny just
election
because
is over with.
it made liberals get more upset, but it still was wrong.
Yeah, so I'm happy the election's over. I don't discuss politics. I'm serious. It's just it just pisses a lot of people off.
Oh
And
yeah, now people are very upset.
yeah, it's well to me, well, I'm not even gonna talk about it, but when I'm over, and honestly, when I'm over in Angels Live and they start talking about politics, I leave. I just leave. I just, and all you guys were up on a panel the other night, you and Lee, and I was like, okay, gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me and
I
Lee
don't
definitely
get
fall
into
on the
any of
conservative
that.
side. We're definitely to the right of Angel.
yeah. So I just, I just leave. I'm like, oh, no politics for me. That's what
You
I
gotta
do
be
a lot
red
of.
pilled still. You still gotta
Yeah.
be red pilled. You got to start watching Anna, Young Turks. She got red pilled.
Oh damn! I don't
She's
watch
woken
none of
up.
these people,
You
but
never watched the Young Turks?
nope,
Sank and Anna?
nope.
No, they were like
Oh, he's
real.
more. See, these people know who Nick Fuentes is. He's more than a troll. He believes what he says. I don't know these people.
Let this baby believe it. The kid's a little nut job,
Hi, my Drea.
but he does not represent the right. Fuentes, we don't like him either.
Oh my god. So what you're saying, Parasite, is that you're not a Nazi then, right? Because they called.
No.
I heard I was in Angels when they said that you and 5.56 Media, the
Yeah.
nicest man. I was like,
Yeah,
wait a minute, what?
yeah, we're neo Nazis.
Yes.
Brother.
Yeah, absolutely
He is a
ridiculous.
sweetheart. And he comes
And,
in here sometimes. If I got any like if I want to know something about a case and I'll hit him up and he comes in and because a friend of mine, her daughter has been missing for 29 years.
Wow.
who's that?
Sarah, her name is Sarah Teague. Her daughter's name is Heather Teague. And
Okay, I'm
5.56
familiar with it.
Media knows the detective that was working on this other case of the guy that they suspected of her disappearance.
And I get into some of those ones. Like I just found one I didn't know about recently. I was looking at the Trenny Gibson one,
Yes.
but then I found one from the West Coast that's it's like very similar to the Trenny Gibson case.
Yeah, you need to look at the Heather Teague case.
I've
And
looked into that one before too.
yep, and the guy that supposedly, Marty Deal that was supposed to have killed her, but he killed himself, but it was 2 shots heard and somebody was in there with him. That whole story just stinks. Hi, Gigi. That whole
And
story just stinks to high heaven. And then the guy that used to be a detective became an FBI agent that got fired for sexually harassing employees.
yeah, I don't
Yes.
know about that.
Yes, I went down a rabbit hole on that one. I have a lot of the FBI files that she forwarded to get, and a lot of those had Witsack on it. Her daughter was supposed to be going into Witsack, I guess, but then she just disappeared off the beach. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can't find this other one. There's another disappearance, and I cannot find what the girl's name is. I had it open the other day.
Hi,
They just released
Angel.
a bunch of files on. She was from Oregon, I think.
Hi,
And
Susie. Look, Susie says, I love politics. Hi, Angel. Good
yeah, I like
morning.
politics too, honestly.
Yeah, Parasite Angel is in the chat.
Oh, hello, Angel.
She listens to me in the morning. I'll go in her chat. Heidi, I heard you this morning. I said, okay. She be sipping coffee while she's listening. But
Yeah,
Angel,
Attorney Gibson though. That I think that was the kid whose father was the prosecutor down there that was involved with that one.
yeah. But Angel did an interview with Armand Ashante, and
Yep.
it was really, really good.
Yes, it
So
was.
if you guys haven't watched it, it's on Angel's channel. She did the interview with Amada Shante. You really, really need to watch it. It was
And
a really
in
good
my opinion,
interview.
he played the best Gotti of all time.
Yes, but you know what? I told Angel way back when she used to go to MB. I always had a thing for John Gotti. I loved the way he dressed, everything. And then when NB said that was Angel Gotti on the panel, I said, John Gotti's daughter? She goes, yes. I said, okay. I said, I had a crush on her dad when I was little. I did. I really did. I had a crush on I just imagined he smelled good. And then when she said what cologne her dad wore, I said, yeah, I was right. He smelled good. Yeah. But no, she did a really, really good interview. Good morning, Frank.
Yes,
So,
she did.
and Stephanie on panel, she has a 501 nonprofit where she rescues hospice and disabled dogs. And Angel is a big dog advocate as well. Dog and
Nice.
cats.
Yeah, she's
That's
big into
fantastic. I'll follow
animals,
you. I'll
period.
check out your stuff too. Nice to meet you, Angel. Yeah, we have 14 in the house right now.
You have 14?
Yeah.
That's a lot of food, a lot of medical care. Oh my God.
A lot of everything.
Yeah, you're not running any scam there. I
No,
can
she's
guarantee you
scamming
that.
people. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's losing money.
Yeah,
I
I
will
can't work
guarantee
enough.
that.
I mean,
Look, she's
Yeah, so-
scamming people. But let me drop
Yeah.
her TikTok again. No, but I couldn't believe when I heard that in Melita's chat that she actually said that to you. I'm like, is she crazy?
yeah, luckily my mod saw it and grabbed it and just shoved her right out of it. But, I mean, they're going to say what they want to say. And originally when I took Shadow, she was supposedly, Lisa Richards was supposed to be like happy that he was out of there and that he looked good and all this thing. And now, she's grasping at straws right now, I think.
Yeah, because she can't scam for money to get him out of animal control.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
you're always gonna get the other scammers that are calling you a scammer, and then you always get the haters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
gotta ignore them. But I gotta jump
Yeah,
down because I do
exactly.
have an auction starting in 5 minutes, and
Go
I
ahead,
wanna
Parasite.
try
Do
to get
your
done.
thing. Thank you for coming up. But okay, so so you're doing your updates on Shadow. Is there any other thing, any other links you want me to drop so I can drop your
Yeah, I
links
was
for
trying
you?
to figure out how to I don't know. I guess I can't chat when I'm up here with you.
Yeah, you can. You
I was like,
can.
because I was
So
trying.
if you're
Where
on your
do I go?
phone, if you're on the phone,
I'm
you
on
will
my computer.
okay, so you will see a section that says comment. You see it? It says comment.
I see comments, but I don't see a spot where I can add to it, which is
Well, you
weird.
have to go. So there's a box that says comment or chat. And if you go down, you can type in that box. Because I do it from my computer all the time when I'm on panel with someone.
Yeah, it's weird. I've got private chat.
No, that's me.
That's
Okay.
just you. Okay. Well, then I sent you my website. That would be the only
Got
other
it. Let
thing
me
that
go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw it.
I was
Let
just
me
going to
grab
throw the
it.
website out there because the website kind of gets you to everywhere that, you can see the dogs that are here. And
Oh my God, look at this. Let me show them. I will drop it. I will drop it for you.
that's my baby because I've worked really hard. I do everything here is done by me. So I have no help. So I am winging this the best that I can. And, the website is done by me. Everything that is done. It's a whole fun game, but there's not enough of me to go around. So any word we can get out is great. But yeah, the website is pretty cool.
Do you still have that pit bull? Or is that
We
what is
do,
that?
yeah. That's Cheese. Yeah, he's 14 years old. He was rescued at a year old. He was completely emaciated, and he has survived cancer. So,
Oh my God, that is
yeah.
and he gets along with all of these little
Yep.
chihuahuas.
Oh, it's insane. He's the biggest baby on the face of the planet.
Oh my God.
He is so sweet. He is just a big baby. And we will always have a pit bull in the house because of him. He is the best. Because, the Chihuahuas are nippy. They just give him so much sass, and he's like, whatever, it's fine.
Oh, yes, Stephanie, I meant to tell you too. There was somebody in Chantel Gucci's chat that makes animal wheelchairs or the wheelies.
Yeah.
And Chantel has their name too. I think she does, but they said that they can make anything that you need. So Chantel, you need to reach out to her to let her know how to get a hold of them. But there are a lot of people in her chat that really wanted to help you. Yep. So, but
I'm gonna find her too as I'm on here. So I will find her.
You really have you have a lot of support. I see the people that comes in your chat. I know a lot of people used to come in there and say some mean things. And these were all Lisa people, and I knew that because they felt that you stole the dog or y'all no. She had ample time to get that dog.
Yeah. That dog was in the shelter for almost 3 weeks before he was pulled out. So, in the state of PA, it's 3 days they're supposed to be able to get, but.
Yep. And Lisa knew it wasn't 3 weeks. He was in there. No, it wasn't 3 weeks. It wasn't 3 weeks. It was like no, he didn't come directly to you, but he wasn't in there for 3 weeks. It was more like a week. She was 302. She was in there for like 3 days. Then she came out. She wanted to get Shadow. I'm going to say maybe 7 days.
Okay. Yeah, because he came to me straight away. So maybe it was less than that. Gotcha.
Yeah. And she was raising money and saying, well, and seriously, she was supposed to go pick him up. Her dad was coming. And then she comes live. Well, he had to spend the night again. So it's an extra 30. I was like, girl, stop it. You're not going to get that damn dog.
Yep. And then it was I had to go get his ashes, which that just rocked me. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
No, because people kept saying, I guess they kept calling the shelter and they kept saying that he was no longer there, which he wasn't. Right. But they took it to mean that he was gone, that they euthanized him.
Right.
Okay. And that's when all those rumors started flying around. I was like, is there any proof the dog has been euthanized? Everybody was crying about it. Edie was crying. I was like, where is their proof? Who believes what Lisa has to say? Somebody said, no, because we called. You're getting all those phone calls. You're going to say anything to stop the calls from coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
The dog was no longer there. He wasn't.
They
He
are
was
not
tagged.
obligated to tell you where he went, if he
Yep.
was there, if he wasn't there, to be honest. Like, they
Yep.
don't have to tell you anything.
Yep.
So,
He was tagged by a rescue.
yeah.
And when Lisa knew that dog was going to be gone if she didn't go pick him up, soon as that tag was available, they tagged him and they went
Yeah.
to get him.
Yep.
It was in and out. They went in and got him out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
She's sad, but she
Crazy.
used that grift. She used that grift. And that was so sad, but she loved that dog so much because
Yeah.
her ex gave him to her. But the whole situation was you didn't love your own kids that much to stop using crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lost
And I
everything
get,
behind that drug.
she did. And it was interesting to watch her. Like, she talked more about Shadow than she did her kids.
But her kid. And then the OG
Yeah.
gave a statement to her and said if she kept trying to raise money for a dog that she no longer had, they will be going after her because it was no longer her dog.
Right.
Ownership had been transferred.
Yeah. And that was
Carol
the
never went to have
first day that
shots
he
or
got to us.
anything. She never
Yep.
took the dog to a vet.
Nope. Yeah, he had an infection in his mouth. His nails were horrendous. God bless him, he didn't have fleas by the time he got to me. So they may have treated him when he entered into the facility. I don't
think
know
they
that.
treated him when he went into the animal shelter.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep, because for Officer 187 to tell them they might want to wear hazmat suits, that tells you how bad it was.
Yep.
And she was living in there with no lights, no nothing, knowing she was going to be evicted.
Yeah. You know what's funny is Shady is way worse at night than he is during the day.
Really?
He hates nighttime. Yep. He won't go outside to potty at night. He's like, no, thank you. It's too dark. He's more bitey at night than he is during the day. So God bless whatever happened in the dark.
She traumatized that dog. She did. Yep. She traumatized that dog. And, when OG said that he may have had, she didn't come right out and say that he had, how babies are born addicted. But when you around that much, when somebody's smoking or crack or whatever, doing drugs, that dog had to inhale all of that shit.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see how that affects him as he gets older, because he's already a senior, and we have and I'll put this to bed now, is we have no idea if there was a withdrawal that happened. By the time he got to me, it was 7, 8, 9 days from when he was originally removed. So he wouldn't have been going through it with me, but he could have in the shelter. And there's not a lot of research on what drugs do to dogs and withdrawal secondhand. There's just not a lot of research out there on that. So we don't really know if that was the case, but I imagine there would be. I mean, as much as you take a kid out of that situation, I imagine they have that too.
Yep. And she hasn't seen her, she has not court ordered. Well, yeah, she has to have supervised visitations.
Yeah. Yep.
And she hasn't done anything. She has 16 months.
Oh,
January's coming up. The child was removed in April or May,
I think. Yeah. Because
and she hasn't done anything to try to get her child back.
It's just nuts.
The oldest son, what is he? He's 17. He had a drug issue and he had to go to rehab because of what he saw from his mother and his father.
That's all he knew.
That's all he knew.
Yep.
And he's thriving now with his grandparents, along with his little brother.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you going to school and all these kids that are on TikTok that might see your mother? Can you imagine the tease, the bullying that child probably gets?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
I did. The first thing I did, I thought about that. That. Just like just like Victoria No Secret. Victoria No Secret. Her kids went on TikTok and put up videos about their abuse that they received at the hand of their mother. They've been gone now 3 years this month.
Wow.
Her youngest ones. And she hasn't done anything to get her kids back. But she's got new teeth. And she stays on TikTok all day.
Of course,
her house is a mess. It's disgustingly nasty. You can see she's nasty. We got Lori Jones, and none of them have teeth.
It's such a shame. Like, it
It's
really
sad.
is. Yeah.
It is really sad. But I live on TikTok lately, and I love Melita. I really do love Melita. I really do. But last night, I'm gonna tell you, I got so mad when people are coming into her platform and telling her who she should allow on her panel.
Right. Yeah.
Giving their opinions. And this woman was feeling like, I'm like, who are
I
you?
popped in. I was watching from the outskirts, and I was there when you had popped up into the box, and you were like, "You got to put me back down. I'm going to run my mouth."
I said, put me back down. She kept sending me invites to come on panel, and that one lady, Shaylee, was pissing me off so bad I dropped when she was talking because of her platform. And I'm sitting there going, "You're contradicting yourself. You're not hearing what you're saying. You're saying that Melita has a platform that's open to anyone, but yet you're telling her." Not to allow Kim on her platform because people are assuming or perceiving. She never once said that she believes anything that came out of Kim's mouth.
Right.
But
a lot of that comes from people aren't staying in the lives the whole time. They're picking up bits and pieces and they're popping in and they're like, "Oh, there's Kim, must be all on the same page,"
No.
So
And that one lady
so
that
weird.
was, what's her name? Hope and Healing, that said, well, I heard Kim said that she took, I said, she never said that. Oh, there's a video. No, she never said that. I know she didn't because I listened. So what she heard was Abby, the old mod, accusing Kim of taking money because Lisa said so. Kim never said that. And she said then, she goes, show me the proof. I've never taken a dime from Lisa. And what people don't get, why is Kim taking money from Lisa when she's giving her money?
Yeah.
People don't use critical thinking.
No, they're just like robots anymore, and they just want in on the drama, and they're like, well, so-and-so said this, so I'm jumping on board, and that makes it true. And nobody can think for them damn selves anymore.
But, I like Melita. I'm going to drop her channel, and then I'm going to crawl out. Look, I'm going to crawl out of here. But I'm dropping Melita's channel. Okay, I'm dropping her channel for YouTube. She needs watch time hours. Anything that Melita, so what she does is after she does her lives on TikTok, she actually uploads them to YouTube. And she's trying to build her YouTube channel. I'm going to work with her because I'm going to show her how to stream to two destinations or three, how many she wants to stream to, she can.
Yeah.
So I will make sure to get with her. I told Melisa to let me know. Hi, damn it, Mandy. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hi, Pick Me. So I really want to help her so she can get her watch time hours because everybody is making money off of her content on YouTube.
Right.
They're, but it's her content. Start promoting your own channel. Once she ends her lives on TikTok, I told her she needs to put up a thing. Hey, if you miss my live, it's on my YouTube channel. Send them over there so they can watch it on her channel instead of watching it on other people's channels.
Yeah, you were a wealth of knowledge as I was behind the scenes, like taking notes on that because I don't have, and I've always, you go to all these platforms and I'm like, well, what if the freaking platform disappears? It's like, I don't have anything. So I want to do the same thing that kind of Melita's doing at the same time and, get an Among the Wildflowers YouTube going as well so that we can provide education to others and they can find it again if they need it. So
and I'm telling you, you need to do your YouTube channel and move move your videos over there so people can start following you. You have a lot of animal lovers over here. Put up your stuff, put it on your YouTube channel. She was talking about how StreamYard is expensive. No, there's a free.
There's a free one.
Yeah, there's a free one. You won't get all of the nuances that, the backdrops and everything else, but you have it. Work with that for a minute to see if you like it. And then I told her she can go to Restream. I'm using Restream now because I just refused to pay them $45, $50.
Oh my gosh.
When I was paying $22. No, I'm not paying you that. So Restream that I have right now is $16.99. And then you
That's
have,
not
what
bad
is
at
it,
all.
OBS? Yeah, you have all kind of streaming softwares that you can use, or you can just do it straight from YouTube. But the thing is, you can't bring up a guest if you're gonna go straight from your YouTube studio.
I
So
knew there was something because I looked
yes.
into it ages ago, and I knew there was a reason that it wasn't as good.
Yep, you can't put up well, you're just able now to put up comments, but other than that, well, some people can, some can't. You can't bring up guests if you go straight from your YouTube studio. So right now I'm in my Restream studio, and I have my YouTube studio up so I can see everything that's going on. So I have
Gotcha.
two screens going, but you can just view it from your studio that you're streaming from. But I like to see
Yeah.
everything because sometimes my studio stream is lagging, which if I'm in my YouTube studio, it's is real time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so with OBS you can't have, okay, so OBS won't work for her either then. Okay.
Mm.
But you have all kind of streaming
Yeah.
packages that you can get. So if you want
I'll
to
check
do
it
that, let me know. I don't mind
for sure.
helping. I really,
Love it.
really don't. I can help you get things set up.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And somebody
Okay.
asked in the comments, damn it, Mandy, it says, do you know where to get the calendar for Shadow? So if you can drop our TikTok link one more time.
Okay, let me go back to TikTok and grab it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
if you go to Shadow's TikTok, there is a link tree for all of our links in there. And the very first link is his calendar. So we raised funds. He won the centerfold calendar.
I saw
So,
that.
yeah, his sexy pose is in the middle of the calendar. And I think there's only about 80 left to grab, and then it disappears. It won't be back. So the very first link in his profile is that calendar, and you can go right there. And it's the Morty the Misfit calendar, because there are two. Make sure you click on the top one.
So there you go. There
Yeah.
you go, guys. There
I
you
love
go. Is there any other links you want me to drop? But when you want, I'm serious. You can go to YouTube. You already have a channel because you're here. You
Yes.
just don't have anything on it. Start
Yep.
uploading your videos over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That'll be my first to get everything over there, because it is, I want to be able to like schedule nutrition conversations, and I hate to lose all of that info. So this is the perfect way to kind of start transitioning that. So I
Yeah.
appreciate all your wealth of knowledge.
And then what you can do too is get an external drive from Walmart or order it off
Yeah.
of Amazon and do your backup there as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I
But
definitely
yeah,
will.
so, and I told that to Melita. She really needs to start streaming on both, and she can go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
She's not monetized because she doesn't have enough watch time hours.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to thank you, Stephanie, anybody has any more questions for Stephanie before
Yeah,
she
thanks for
goes?
having coffee with me this morning. That was fun. I'm glad I remembered. And it happened to pop up on my reminder thing.
Well, I do morning coffee, and sometimes I do cocktails in the evenings when we discuss reality TV.
Love it.
And yes. So I'm going to bring Melita up probably Saturday, because we're going to do reality TV in the morning.
Love it.
Because I just didn't feel like it this week. And my co-host, Debbie, I was telling her about Melita, and she goes, I can't wait to meet her. I said, she's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I said, and I really like her personality. And she goes, I watch reality TV, girl. I said, girl, you going to come on up then. We're going to have some fun. So I would definitely bring her up tomorrow. So
Nice. If I'm home, I will pop on and check it out, because story of my life is I spend a lot of time at home with 14 dogs. So
girl, you are a scammer, okay?
Right.
You need to go get a job. Stephanie, I really appreciated you coming up today.
Thank you,
really
Heidi.
enjoyed you up here. Guys, hit that like button. And I want to say thank you for the super chats to Black Hat Music and to Daddy's Disappointment. I really, really appreciate it. But don't forget, on Sundays is my grifting day. I don't care if you have presents, lights, water, nothing, gas. I don't care. Okay? I'm grifting on Sunday. That's a joke, Stephanie. That's a joke. Look, good morning, Game. That's a joke, okay? Sundays we normally, I have church service. My it's called the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. and we need to put a roof on the church. We need new doorknobs, and as you hear, we need to get a battery to replace in the.
Busy lady.
I tell you, girl, it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard.
Oh, goodness.
But thank you so much for coming up. Thank you, Parasite Slayer, for coming up. I really appreciate all of you guys. Susie Pachetta says, bless anyone that protects innocent animals.
Absolutely. Thank you, Susie. That was sweet.
Yep. So look out for her channel. And once she set up her YouTube, I will be sharing it. I also put in Melita's channel, and I didn't do Melita's TikTok, but let me grab Melita's TikTok for you real quick. It's called Melita Loves. But I really want you to watch her on YouTube. Yeah, just watch her on YouTube. Watch her on YouTube so she can get the watch time hours. So let me drop Melita's channel again one more time. Just watch her on YouTube. She needs the watch time hours so she can be monetized. And there is Melita's YouTube channel. All right. So I want to thank you. I really, really appreciate it. You come up. Hi, Gigi May. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love all of you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I know I owe a members only, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But yes, I owe them a members only live. So I would do a members only live. And it's going to be a good members only live. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Stephanie, don't go nowhere for a second. Let me play us out of here with some music. And you guys have a great, great Friday. Shop till you drop.
Right.
We're going to go out winning this morning. We're going out winning.
Love it.
Look, bye. Have a great
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the